this. Fresh off the Palm Beach County, that's where I'm from. Where niggas get gunned down and left slung from. Thumbs up for fucking round. This ain't accounting for you bitches to come around.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the unofficial podcast of the National Football League, the world-famous and critically acclaimed 5-6 Kings podcast. I'm David Breen. With me, as always, my dear friend and co-host, Braden Bullard. But if you're watching the video, you'll notice we got a special guest sitting in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, making his digital media debut, the one, the only, Brian Pearson. Brian, how are you, man?
Let's
I'm
go,
doing good,
Brian.
David. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Braden.
I am hyped.
So, Brian, it's great to have you on, and I think the question that everyone who's listening right now, everyone who's watching right now, they want to know, how's the Kangen water?
Is that shit medical grade or what?
It's pretty good.
There we go. It is. You heard it here first, folks. It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I could go deep about the Kangen water, but we can't spend too much time on this magical water because it's the most magical time of the year.
What's that?
Christmas!
Oh, shit! Ah!
Oh, shit. Too loud.
We're getting too loud. Too many decibels.
Yeah.
Too many decibels. Guys, Brian Pearson picked it. For those of you who don't know, Brian Pearson, dear friend of mine, him and Braden don't really like each other, but they put their differences aside to do the podcast, which is commendable from both their parts. There we go. Yeah, they're
For
both
Christmas.
They're bigger men than I am. Braden has friends that he's been like, oh, we have him on the pod. I'm like, no fucking way.
You felt how cold my hand was?
No.
I got ice in my fucking veins, dude. I just came from the North Pole, bro. You don't even get it, dude. I've been fucking working with elves all year. You think some cold hands are going to hold me back?
No shot.
No fucking
No
shot, dude. So, guys, should we talk some money?
So they don't know what movie we're doing, Braden.
Oh, I thought
You're jumping the gun here.
I am.
didn't say
I
it.
thought
didn't say
my
it.
yeah.
Brian Pearson picked it, and I want Brian to, go into a little bit. Brian Pearson picked it, so I want to know why.
Yeah, so David gave me a call, and I had actually asked to be on the pod because I love this podcast. And, asked me to pick a Christmas movie, and the first one that came to mind was Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. This is a childhood favorite, 1994. Tim the Toolman Taylor himself. They made sequels. They made a third installment. I think they're doing a series now. So pretty good movie. I'm excited that we're covering this.
So did this? You said childhood, like memories. Did this have like an impact on your childhood? Did this like help the way that you were grown and molded, especially with the Christmas spirit?
Maybe not that much, but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay, all right. Just seeing how much Tim Allen had an effect on you.
When you were watching this, though, there's one thing I think we can all agree on when we watch this. Is like it's really given that Christmas feel that Braden was kind of alluding to, but it was doing it in a way that really only a summertime movie can.
Dude,
Is that the feeling you got? You were like, man, this just feels like a summertime movie, but for Christmas?
the moment you started speaking, I'm like, I know where he's going
Christmas.
with this, and that's exactly what it is.
I mean, 100%. I was like, holy shit, like this feels just like a summertime movie.
And you
But it's there's snow everywhere.
Hey, David,
how are they doing it?
You want to know how they did it?
How?
They shot in summertime.
There
That's
we
the
go.
first fun fact of the movie.
There we go.
All this has been fake fucking snow, dude.
I mean, of course.
Cinema magic.
Did you watch this and think, wow, it's really the North Pole? They're really out in the middle of nowhere in the snow?
For a second, they had me. I was like, holy shit, we're in the North Pole.
They probably got a pretty good budget. You got those numbers?
It's a
You
decent...
I don't want to guess this one. I want this. Brian Pearson's the guest.
Okay.
I want it to be all his guessing.
Okay.
If we're talking numbers,
We're talking your language.
yeah, exactly. I'm thinking 35 mil.
That's a really good
budget-wise.
guess, but it's a little bit lower.
There's some good effects in there. Tim Allen's not cheap. Lower?
It's a little bit lower. But Tim Allen is not cheap. This is actually a little fun fact. This is his peak. During this same week, he had another movie. It was like #1. His book was fucking #1 or some shit. Like this is big time Tim Allen. Time. Big time.
This,
Tim Allen
this wasn't
time.
Wild Hogs, Tim Allen. This was
No,
this
this
is big
is-
time.
Yeah, this is big time.
So if a little lower than 35, let's go with 25.
22. Pretty close.
22. Not really. Let's not oversell how close he was. He was 13 million off.
No, but to the
13
second guess.
million. That's box. You want? No, I'm not. I ain't guessing shit, bro.
For 22 mil box office, or 22 mil budget. Box office, it's a holiday movie. It's going to sell a lot. I'm going to guess 100 mil.
Oh, more.
More?
So much more.
150?
More.
200?
A little bit less. One more.
193?
Holy shit, it was 190.
Ooh.
190,
Look
dude.
at that, Brian, you ask. You ask Braden if they're happy with that.
Braden, are they happy with that?
They fucking better be. And I know they were because they made, 2 more of these fucking movies?
2 more. They're making a.
They're making another one?
Brian's right. I almost watched the first episode of the Santa Claus series on Disney Plus because that was the first thing that came up.
That
And
is the first thing
luckily,
that came
I
out,
saw
too.
the year and I was like, okay, let's fucking back out of this.
Once when that happened to me, I had to triple check. I was like, oh god, if I watched the wrong fucking movie going to this podcast,
I'd-
because there's 5 Tim Allen
I'd
Santa Claus
have
movies.
been stoked if we were doing this and you had watched the wrong movie. I'd have been real stoked.
Wait, you're not talking about the 12 episodes from season 1 on HBO Max?
You're like, yeah, no, like Brian picked it, whatever. He's gonna be a guest. Like I didn't want to say no. We don't do series.
Because I just binged that in like the last 24 hours. Fuck.
All right, let's talk ratings.
Oh, David. All right. IMDb gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 73%. Just Watch gave it a 72%. And Google users gave it a 93%. Wow.
Like guys, I say this too often, but I couldn't imagine. I didn't love this fucking movie. I couldn't imagine going to Google and hitting it with a thumbs down. Now that's psychotic to me.
Just spending the time.
Psychotic to be like, I fucking hated the Santa Claus. It's not realistic.
Did you see the way the reindeers were flying?
He just picks up the business card. Now he's Santa. Fuck you. Like, Brian, what do you give it? Or do you want to go last? Do you want to bring us home or do you want to go first?
All right. I give it a 5.7.
5.7?
I think that's pretty low for me, too. I
That
usually,
is.
I usually go 6 and higher.
Why 5.7? What are you grading? So like, you grading this with like, you like, I mean, it's not as good as Pulp Fiction.
No.
Are you
no.
like that?
No. I was trying to go even off like, what they were trying to achieve and the whole it's a Christmas movie. I just didn't really like the script. I felt like it was like a lot of times kind of, I don't know. Like the overall premise wasn't enough for me to be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Love this movie. Tim Allen, I feel like, was the only reason that this movie was what it was. I feel like fun fact, they were going to either choose Tom Hanks or Tom Selleck before Tim Allen. So those were the other options. I could see them also making the film good as well, but I really feel like Tim Allen was the one that really brought it home. I mean,
You could see Tom Hanks making a good movie. Yeah. You wouldn't have been surprised if it was good if it was Tom Hanks.
yeah, Tom Hanks, dude. Just didn't have enough of him through Polar Express. 7 characters wasn't enough.
I'll give it a 6.5. It's a Christmas movie. It's a kids' Christmas movie. I had fun watching it though.
Yeah.
I had no issues with it.
Yeah.
It's not something like fucking January 8th. If I'm like scrolling through, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll put on the Santa Claus
Yeah.
and watch that. Like that's never gonna happen. But
Yeah. What do you feel, Brian?
Brian, bring us home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 6.2, just a little lower than IMDb's numbers. It's funny times throughout the movie. They have good jokes, good cast, like the effects. I think the quality's there. Writing's pretty solid too, but there's just like nothing that special about it. I mean, they clearly wanted to do 2 and 3, and those did well too. So good for them on getting some fucking cash, but the movie's not like great.
Yeah.
Just like a good holiday movie.
Now to the awards people, they disagree with us.
A little
They
bit.
win an Oscar. They're like, this is the greatest movie ever. we don't know what you guys are talking about.
Santa Claus.
Well, they had 2 wins and 8 nominations. They won the BMI Body Mass Index Film Music Award. Michael Convertino must be that score. Guessing him, yeah, probably not. It's probably one of the Christmas songs.
I mean, winner for what?
for the BMI Film Music Award.
Okay. Good for Michael Convertino.
Yeah. And then they also won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Comedy Motion Picture.
Good for them.
Yeah.
In 94.
Yeah, I mean, and we got some MTV Movie Kids' Choice Award nominations.
Will
but
you go
who
click
gives
on
a
the
shit?
2004 People's Choice? I want to see what else was nominated.
For the People's Choice that year?
The one they won. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Scroll down to the favorite comedy movie. Does it not show the other nominees?
No.
That's a fucking shame.
I don't know why. IMDb does shit like that sometimes where they
Forrest
used to do
Gump.
it a certain way. And
Forrest
then
Gump won Motion Picture that year, so maybe Tom Hanks passed on.
that must be it. He was like, man, I got a much better role.
Yeah, big great. I hope he was really conflicted about it, though. I was like,
man.
I really don't know.
Dude, Santa
I'm going
Claus
to Vietnam.
or Forrest Gump.
I'm not going to be Santa Claus. I'm going to Vietnam. My bestest friend Bubba's there.
And he's just so conflicted. He's like, I don't know. I just resonate with Forrest Gump so much more. I don't know what it is.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't love Santa Claus? It's a role of a lifetime. It's Santa.
He's like stressing it out. Who could it be? It's like his maid or some shit. Like someone who's just like working, cleaning. Like
The maid woman, Santa. Yeah. Papa Noel.
or she doesn't speak like English. She's like has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
That's racist.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say that she refers to him as Papa Noel. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to say she couldn't speak English, though.
Who the fuck do I think I am,
All right.
dude? Santa Claus.
So I mean, we're gonna take a quick break for editing purposes, but stick around and we're jumping into the Santa Claus. So don't go anywhere.
That's right.
And we're back.
We're back.
Hey Brian, is there anything you want to say to Derek Jeter?
Hey, Derek Jeter, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, Derek Jeter. It's not just me. It's everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody feels this way. So the movie opens, it's an office party. And like Santa's making the rounds, but Santa doesn't have a beard. He's not putting in the full effort. The dad from Everybody Loves Raymond is like the big boss there. And he's up making a speech. And he's like, I want to thank Tim Allen and the lady who in season 2 of Dexter took over.
Everyone's a Dexter, dude.
Took over as lieutenant because Captain Matthews wanted to bring LaGuardia down a few pegs. And LaGuardia's like, I'm beloved here. I'm a Cuban woman. I'm the lieutenant of Miami Metro Homicide. And he's like, yeah, I got a fucking Haitian woman who's going to be the new lieutenant. You think people are going to argue about that? And she's like, I don't think so. He's like, yeah. Get back in the bullpen. Go find yourself a desk. Here's your new lieutenant.
Wow.
It's great. It's that lady.
That lady.
He calls up him and Tim Allen. She starts giving a speech, and then Tim, like, I don't remember what she said, but Tim Allen quickly just, like, grabs the microphone from her.
Well, she was like, I want to thank everyone here. And he's like, we don't fucking have time for that.
He's like, we don't have time to thank everybody. Thanks. He's like, your families aren't here, and Santa's going to fuck his secretary tonight because his wife didn't come to the party.
And she's sitting on his lap. And
Highly
so
inappropriate.
everyone starts clapping, and some dude yells, oh, man, I love him. It was like,
I didn't hear that. That's great.
oh, we loved it. It was like either I love him or we love them.
Yeah.
It was great, though.
Yeah, so just
Fanboying.
Tim Allen, he works some office, and he's a big shot.
He's
That
like
was-
one.
That was the Everybody Loves Raymond dad, like, introduced them as his top salesman. He's like, let's get these two up here, the dynamic duo, the interracial duo. They're the best.
Yeah.
So now Tim Allen's driving home, and he's calling his wife from the car and leaving a message.
I got to
and-
say before we go, do you know what that...
No, you don't have to say it. So he's calling her from the...
Thanks. I was getting Die Hard vibes right from the get-go. Here we are, big office building, Christmassy. Is this a Christmas movie?
I mean, this absolutely is.
But right?
I don't think there could be an argument whether or not this one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I want you to sell me otherwise, though.
But
Like,
we
well,
came
he's
to the
play-
conclusion.
Later, he's playing soccer. It's not.
Yeah.
So, Tim, I did not get vibes. I didn't get Die Hard vibes.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to turn into like Bruce Willis, and I was like, did I forget the whole plot of this movie? And
Nah, you didn't forget.
Sadly, I actually completely forgot.
You
about this
ain't
movie.
you ain't forgot shit, baby girl.
Yeah, that's
All right,
right.
you ain't forgot shit.
Yeah, Tim Allen is daddy.
So he's driving home. He's calling his wife and leaves her a message. And he's like, there's traffic everywhere. And he's honking. He's like, come on, what do you do? There's no one. He's on the road by himself. He just stayed at the party later.
Yeah.
And turns out
Probably
it's
drunk driving too.
for sure drunk driving.
Yeah.
Tim Allen got loaded at that party.
He's hammered. He's gonna go home and beat his kid. Yeah. Clear. So they're just laying the groundwork. They're divorced. He's like, you bring him to my place. So I'm hurrying there. And then it starts playing the. Do 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 It's playing that as he's driving like through the town, and he shows up, and
That was nice.
ex-wife, son, and her new man are waiting there. The ex-wife and the son are fucking nobodies.
No buddies.
But her new man is the close talker from Seinfeld, which is fantastic. He's big in the 90s, I guess.
Oh, man.
He's doing a few things.
Yeah.
He's in Seinfeld and the Santa Claus.
him and Tim Allen had beef.
I bet they did.
Oh yeah.
I bet they did in real life.
I'm sure they.
Yeah. Tim Allen, like, he's, what's it called? What's Heath Ledger, other than dead?
The Joker. I don't know.
Yeah, but
the main character.
But he never broke character. What's that?
Oh, method acting.
Method actor.
Yeah.
Tim Allen's a method actor. So
Yeah.
he fucking hated that actor.
Yeah.
He was fucking like, I'd be like, hey, Tim, how you doing? Get the fuck out of my face, Neil. He'd be like, my name's not really Neil. You gotta stop calling me. He's like, shut the fuck up, all right? You think you can be a father to my son?
Who do you think got this fucking role? I did. I know you auditioned for this shit. Now watch me do my fucking lines.
So Close Talker won't get out of the car. Which he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to Tim Allen. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
And the son and the mom, he gets his ex-wife to go in the house so he could try to fuck her while the Close Talker waits in the car. And the kid, they get inside and they're talking about, like, whatever. They fucking talk about Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Mike was
Ooh.
falling.
Low limp.
A little limp, Mike.
Need some Viagra.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Viagra?
And the kid says, he's like, the Close Talker doesn't believe in Santa. And he's like, we were talking about it the other day, and Tim Allen like looks at his ex-wife. He's like, that motherfucker tell my kid there's no Santa? He's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, and she's kind of a cunt about it. She's like, I mean, yeah, like we talked, like whatever, very matter-of-factly. He's like, that is not his decision.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you should be around more. No, so he's like, no. He does not get to tell my kid there's no Santa. It's like, that is, you and me are his parents. All right?
Yeah.
That guy, you're allowed to be with him. He's not allowed to make major parenting decisions with him. She disagrees. And I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah.
I agree with Tim. So, like, sure, he's probably not around and all that stuff. But he's allowed to be like, hey, just don't let him, like give me a call. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
our
kid's-
son knows there's no Santa now.
The kid's 5.
Yeah. He's older than 5.
Kind of like a dick move though.
7.
Absolutely.
It's just like
Yeah. Fucking nut.
Why are
The
you talking to
the
a kid about
stepdad.
Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stepdad's telling him.
I hate this character. Oh yeah, fuck this guy.
Let me try something new.
Ooh. Oh.
Does this work?
good.
Does this
Yeah,
work?
I think it's
Yeah, I think this is better. So, Close Talker then, this guy is the worst. He starts laying on the horn.
Yeah.
Out front. He's like, come on. And then she opens the door. She's like, yeah, give us a minute. The fuck? Like, come on. Take it easy. Tim Allen, so he's still unhappy and all that stuff. And then he's arguing with the mom, and the kid comes out, and he's like, you guys are always arguing. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of just dumb to believe in that. Tim Allen's like, I fucking believe in that, all right? I believe in Santa. I believe in Santa, you little bitch. And he's like, you do? And he's like, fuck yeah, I do. And the mom's like, what are you doing? Come on. He's like, I think it's time for you to leave. She's like,
And
Out of my house.
it's also Christmas Eve.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
it's
like
Christmas Eve.
You're doing this on
On
Christmas Eve, bro.
Christmas Eve, they're having this.
Let's do this on New Year's or
Yeah.
something like.
Yeah.
Not the day before.
Yeah.
The kid then goes and hugs mom, and there's a sad moment. He was like, do I have to stay? And she's like, yeah, you gotta stay. He's like, pick me up early. And she's like, okay, well, he's like, I mean, like, sun up and you're here.
like the
she's
moment
like,
that shit
okay.
breaks.
She's like, all right, I love you, sweetie. And they hug. Tim Allen's reading how to cook a turkey, and he's like, fucking 4 hours?
Jesus.
And like looks at his watch, and he's at the office. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
They should not be trying the turkey.
I did not understand the time during this part of the movie. It made no sense. Because, like you said,
Oh, how far along with the turkey they are? Yeah.
Like the kid's got to be asleep at this point, and
Yeah, because Tim Allen, the next scene, they show like on TV. We don't know it's TV. It's zoomed in, so we
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
oh, we did it.
Yeah.
He made the turkey. It looks delicious, and then like the camera zooms out, and it's the TV, and we see that there's a fucking fire in the kitchen. Tim Allen's putting out the fire extinguisher.
Just like spraying the fire extinguisher into the oven, all over the turkey.
All over
that
it.
he's making.
Yeah.
yeah. I thought he was still gonna serve it, and I was like, oh man.
Because he says, I think it's done. And I thought he meant the turkey, but he meant the fire, because then the fire started back up.
Yeah.
I thought he's like, all right, I think it's done. I think we're ready to eat.
I'm like, bro, there's got to be all those chemicals. all
Won't happen.
Yeah.
So they're driving around looking for a restaurant. They pull up to a place, and Tim Allen's like, hey, Charlie, like Asobuco? And he's like, no. And then he looks like, restaurant's closed. Then they drive around, and they pull up to a Denny's.
Because who doesn't love Denny's?
Yeah. Or hold on, they're driving, and they're talking about the fucking little shitty piece of shit kid is like, Close Talker's a great cook.
Oh yeah.
He's so good
He's
at
like,
cooking.
oh, you should see him walk on water too. And he's like, what? He's like, nothing. He's like, you don't like Close Talker, do you? He's like, I don't dislike him. He just, something about him makes me. And then the kid goes, lash out irrationally. He goes, where'd you learn
Yeah,
that?
where the fuck did you learn
And
that?
he's like, Close Talker's a psychiatrist. We talk. He listens to me.
Oh, dude, psychiatrists, they're just the fucking worst.
Yeah. Also, psychiatrist is the give him pills one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the.
Yeah, he's-
They could have made him just a therapist.
Yeah.
And the more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not he gives people fucking meds for like I'm sure he helps them and talks to them too. I'm sure he's not just sitting there staring at him and be like, how much fucking lithium to get you out of my face, all right, you psycho. You fucking psycho. You come into my office with this psycho shit. Let's go. Take some pills and leave.
I'm sure it's all the same. Just know it all behavior.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
All of them. They pull up to Denny's. And the kid's like, I don't want to eat at Denny's. Which, fuck the kid.
Dude, what kid doesn't want to eat at Denny's?
I love Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad time at a Denny's.
Yeah.
Except one time. It was very late.
Oh no.
I like to.
I'm hyping you up.
It was very late. I'd been smoking weed
Oh god.
and was like kind of sketched out. It was like 2-3 in the morning at Denny's.
Paranoia
And
setting in.
I was shitting in the bathroom. Like I really had to shit. And there were people sitting outside the bathroom. Not even joking. I was there with other people and they're texting me like, what's going on? I was scared to leave the bathroom. Like I'm just texting them. I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like one of you need to come get me. I don't know what those people are doing outside the bathroom, but I'm not leaving this fucking bathroom alone.
When they
And
get
were
in
like,
here-
what the hell is going on with you? It was fucking Ian Danton was there.
Oh,
I
that's
remember.
that's the perfect
I remember
person.
because Ian Danton. I came out and I was like someone got me. I came out. I was like, all right, I got to pay and all that. He's like, dude, you're too long. I just fucking paid for you. It's like you were in there for like 30 minutes. Like we weren't waiting for you to also pay. Like let's go. We'll sort this shit out later. Let's leave. We've spent way too much time at Denny's.
Oh, dude. Did they have like Febreze where you just like fogging yourself to death in there with Febreze or something?
No, why would I do that?
Oh, I didn't know if you were
How
like,
would that help me being
I thought you were
sketched out
paranoid of like the smell. Like,
No, I was paranoid just that those people existed. I was like, I don't know what's gonna. These people, because I'm at Denny's at 2 a.m, but these people are at Denny's at 2 a.m.
totally different people.
They're not safe
Different
people.
type of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not. It's not a good quality people
yeah.
that are hanging out at Denny's at 2 a.m.
You're just scared you're going to open the door and some
Yeah.
big dude's going to grab you and be like, all right, let's go.
Go, you're coming with me now. And I'm like, I guess I live with you. So they go into Denny's. Tim Allen says everyone loves Denny's. It's an American institution. And then
Truly
they walk
is.
in. There's Japanese businessmen. Go in. nuts.
Dude, having the time
Oh
of their
my
lives at
God.
that Denny's.
Like, I've never seen a
Yeah.
group of people have
Yeah.
more fun ever.
They're killing
They're
it.
just at Denny's living it.
If there's a Japanese person listening, let us know. Is Denny's really like?
Is that a thing?
Is that-
Christmas Eve,
yeah.
you go to Denny's and you just fucking cut loose?
Is this something you guys have heard? Like, am I missing something?
I don't think you're missing shit. I think it's a Christmas Eve tradition.
I think we gotta go.
All of the Japanese go to Denny's. We go to Denny's?
Yeah, this Saturday night.
All right, Saturday night.
When
Three
we
of
get
us
there-
are gonna go to Denny's.
If there's no Japanese, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm raising hell.
Yeah,
I'm raising fucking hell. I'm fighting a waitress.
I'm gonna be complaining, and I'm gonna make a complaint.
Oh, there's not gonna be time to complain. You're gonna be walking in with me, and I'm fist fighting a waitress. They're not
yeah.
gonna. They're not letting you stay after that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like get me out of there and be like, all right, now that's handled, how can I help you, gentlemen? They're gonna be like, you brought that guy in here. Leave.
Well, then that settles it.
The lady's like, you with the Horigami party? And they're like, no, we're not. No. Do we look like we're at the Horigami party? And the kid goes, Dad burnt the turkey. And she's like, all right, come with me. And puts him in a section with other dads who burned turkeys.
Yeah, apparently there's
Yeah.
multiple dads who burned turkeys that night.
It was a section of just divorced fathers
yeah, just-
That's impressive.
who burned
Yeah.
turkeys.
Yep.
Yeah, even you looked over at one and he was like, "You too," and he like raised his hand.
Which
like,
just
he burned
shows you
his
who's
hand. He's
who's
like,
the better
"Ooh."
parent.
Yeah.
What's that?
Who's the better parent in the you know? Now we're gonna get into a little sex war. Who's, just shows fathers are the better parents in that town. All these single fathers taking their kids to Denny's because they can't make a fucking.
That makes
Christmas
them the better
dinner.
parents.
Where's the mother?
They were they're divorced. So it's not. I mean, not to put your business out there, but you were a child of divorce.
And
I don't think if Daryl had custody and he was like he had you for something, and then Denise finds out that the turkey got burned, she's like, "All right, I'll come to Denny's with you guys." I think
I'm the one
I
confused
think it's
child that's like,
I
where's
think
my
it's
mom?
still Daryl just doing whatever for dinner that night. I don't think Denise is like, yeah, Denny's? You guys going to Denny's without me? I'm fucking in. You kidding me?
Oh, David, you missed it. My dad every time is like, "You coming or what?" I swear to God, we've been divorced for 20 years. Are you fucking coming to dinner or what?
He's like, all right, we're doing dinner. All right, it's a family dinner.
Denny's.
Going to Denny's.
What are you doing?
So they sit in the divorced dad section. Tim Allen tries to order eggnog, but they're out. And the kid then tries to order chocolate milk, but they're out. She's like, just plain milk is fine. And then as she's walking away, Tim Allen goes, at least we know they got hot apple pie. And the lady, and the lady goes, we did. So like they're out of that too. Denny's just Christmas Eve isn't the night for Denny's, apparently.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Japanese businessman.
Unless the origami party ate everything.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Drink up the eggnog.
Oh, it better be good.
Hey, Mary Breen, you are on speaker on a podcast with myself, Braden Bollard, and Brian Pearson.
Congratulations.
Hey, Mary.
Thank you. It's like a dream come true.
There we go. I knew it would be. It's a Christmas
It's
miracle.
a Christmas miracle.
Santa Claus. What's your take on The Santa Claus with Tim Allen? Hot takes only.
In a long time.
Hot takes only, Mom.
I saw Home Alone the other day. Ask me about that one.
We're not doing a podcast on Home Alone. That's not how it works.
I wanted to know if you wanted to come over for Chinese food.
I mean, almost always, but we're recording, and I'm going to give Brian a ride to Questa after this, so probably
Wait,
not.
Brian
thank you,
is there
David.
in person?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Good, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm here too.
I was going to say hi to you next.
No, it's
You
okay.
were not. Don't lie. Don't lie. You were never going to acknowledge Braden's presence.
It's okay.
Braden is nothing to you.
Braden's an uncle now.
Yeah,
That
means
is-
nothing to the Breen family, though.
It does to me. It's an important role.
Oh, well, thank you.
Braden, speaking as an uncle of many kids, it's not that important. All right.
It is. It is.
It's a big
All
responsibility.
right, well, I was calling for Chinese food. I don't need to be famous yet.
What about Japanese food? We were just talking about Japanese people.
She's got a real thing against the Japanese. Don't
Uh,
don't get her started.
So that started with
Yeah, this
Pearl
podcast.
Harbor,
There's not
or-
enough time in this podcast to get her going on the Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, I love you guys. And
Love
I'd like
you.
to see all of you
Oh my
soon.
God.
All right. Love you. I will see you Saturday at the latest.
Okay, good. All right. Bye, guys.
Love you.
Very right.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
That truly is a Christmas miracle.
Ain't it
God.
the truth? So the Japanese businessman, blah blah blah. There's no milk, no apple pie, and then it's just like quiet, and Tim Allen just sits back and goes, "This is nice," and then we leave the Denny's.
Oh man.
Tim Allen reads "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and all through the house, not a creature stirring, not even a mouse.
Not even a mouse.
To his son. I used to. Brian, did you? Oh, Miss Bernard, English teacher.
Yes.
This lady was the tits.
Tits.
I was awful in her class. Awful. But she did a thing where she was just like, there's 20 poems each semester. She was like, this one, like, put a, like, fucking point assignment to it. And she was like, you memorize this poem. So, like, one's worth 14 points and one's worth whatever. And, like, at the end, it ended up being, like 200 points. And it's like, if you memorize these and come say them to me without fail, you just get a test grade added with those points at the end of the semester. So you could be failing that class,
And
but
just-
you could memorize 10 poems and you'd pass.
Yeah, I did that exactly.
Did you? I memorized "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I was doing real bad at the end of this semester, and that one was worth it's a long one, worth 56 points. And I was like, beginning of the semester, I was like, all I gotta do.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is memorize "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I'm passing this class.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. All I remember is how I just started. I could not go further than that. Do you remember it?
No.
That's a shame.
I
That's a
did
shame.
memorize
Brian, you
before
did the same
points, though.
tactic?
Yeah, I actually did every single poem, and I cranked them all out early on.
But Brian probably did fine in the class also, and that would get him from a B+ to a 103 in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would get me from a 44 to a 65, and I'd be like, I'm good.
Did you have to say the poem in front of the whole class?
Nah, just her. Yeah, just her. And it would be you can come after school, you can come during lunch, kind of whenever.
You could definitely scam that system to your benefit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I scammed a lot of systems.
Yeah, you
it worked
did.
out.
Little system scammer.
I did all the
Well, knee
poems,
slapper.
and then walked in without studying for the final, and completely failed the final. Didn't even look at it, and I still passed the class with over 100 grade.
Yeah.
And then she gave me a speech and was like, Brian, she knew what I did. She's like, just because you get what you want doesn't mean you should slack off. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, really, that's a
don't
lesson
make
on
the
life.
system so easy to gain.
Yeah.
I really just doing.
You got to find the shortcuts in life sometimes,
Absolutely. If I can memorize some poems and pass a class, I'm going to do it.
And if that's the way to make $1 million, then you're going to do it too,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will suck and fuck my way or to the middle,
that's-
wherever I got to get.
And that's
you know?
exactly the moral that she was teaching.
Absolutely.
Good
So
for
he
her.
reads that, and then he has to explain to his fucking retarded kid, because he says he reads the whole thing and then starts leaving, and as he's leaving, the kid's like, "What's a rose such a clatter mean? Or what's a close of the ladder mean?" And Tim Allen's annoyed. He's like, "A rose such a clatter." He's like, "Yeah, what's that mean?" And he's like, "All right," and then goes and turns the light on, and sits down. He's like, "A rose means became." And clatter is a thud, a noise. And he was like, "Why do you believe in Santa? How do the reindeers fly?" And he's like, "Fairy dust." He's like, "How does Santa fit down these chimneys? He's a big guy." And he's like, "He sucks it in like Grandpa. Go to fucking sleep." He's like, do you believe in Santa?" And he's like, "Of course I believe in Santa." And sometimes believing in something means you just believe in it.
Yeah.
Very, very convincing.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Very convincing.
A lot of callback to Polar Express.
Absolutely.
But fun fact, they originally named this movie.
The Polar Express.
Yes.
Look at that.
They actually named it Such a Clatter. Thank God they didn't. I don't know.
You got
Way,
me wrong.
a way,
Santa Claus.
yeah, a way better name.
You want to
Yeah.
be first in too. The Santa Claus is probably the best title for a Christmas movie.
1,000%.
Oh yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. They sell it with that.
The kid's like, well, maybe probably want to leave some milk and cookies out, just in case. And he's like, yeah, I'll go preheat the oven. He goes, don't forget the fire extinguisher. And Tim Allen goes, shut the fuck up and go to bed.
Fuck did I say to you?
He's like, the fuck?
Are you fucking
He's
kidding me?
like, the fuck you say to me? I'm Tim Allen, motherfucker.
I'm fucking Tim Allen.
You gonna hit me with that shit?
This is my biggest week.
Man, shut the fuck up. Santa's not real.
Have you
All
read
right?
my fucking
I
book?
don't believe in him, and he doesn't exist.
192 box office.
Fuck you gotta say about that?
Motherfucker.
He didn't say any of that.
No.
And then everyone's sleeping, and there's this big thud on the roof, and the kid runs into his dad's room and Tim Allen's room. He's like, Dad, I heard a clatter. And he's like, well, go to bed. This is what?
You fucking kidding me?
Clatter? He's like, I heard a clatter. And then, like, we hear it again. Tim Allen's like, oh, shit, someone's on the roof. He's like, you know how to call 911? He's like, 911. He's like, yeah, there you go, you little cunt. Yeah. Tim Allen runs outside and sees fucking Santa on his roof. Yeah, and he goes, hey, you! And the guy goes, whoa! And falls and hits the ground. Tim Allen's like, oh, I killed this guy.
So,
And
fun fact. In the original screenplay, how do you think Santa dies?
autoerotic asphyxiation.
That is exactly.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's a good screenplay.
Almost better.
No, it's not. Come on.
He runs out with a shotgun and shoots fucking Santa. I swear to God, that's
Tim Allen just comes out.
and so Disney like ended up helping out with this movie, and they're like, dude, we
You can't.
we can't shoot Santa. What, we're gonna leave a fucking hole in his stomach?
Yeah, just
He's
fucking
gonna fall down, bleeding, organs fucking falling out. That would have been so great.
see me in flesh and test and get your chest blown. Straight out the west, don't get blown. My adversaries cry like hoes, open and shut like doors. Is you a friend or foe? Braden's favorite word,
Hose?
the N-word. You ain't no.
Oh.
It's Tupac, baby. It's Tupac.
That would have been wild if
That-
Tim Allen just pulls out a shotgun. He seems like an NRA kind of guy. Tim Allen.
He 1,000% is.
Oh my
Gun
God.
guy.
Well, you.
I'm sure that's
we're
what
going
Rick-
to take a break in a minute. We'll come back and let you guys know if Tim Allen's a big gun supporter.
Yeah.
My guess is yes.
For sure.
My guess is he's on board with the NRA.
And I think that's the reason why he originally took this role.
The only
'Cause
reason he
he's
took
like,
it,
I'm gonna
he's like,
shoot fucking Santa.
I gotta use my gun.
I'll be there tomorrow.
So Santa falls off the roof. Charlie comes out and he's like, "You fucking killed Santa! Oh my God!" And he has a card. He's like looking. He's like, "This isn't Santa. It's fucking. He's got to have an ID or something."
This guy's trying to rob
And
us.
he pulls out a card and it says, it's Santa Claus. If something should happen to me, put on my suit and the reindeer will know what to do. And then they look, he's like, the fucking reindeer. And they look on the roof and there's a sleigh with reindeer. And Tim Allen's like, the fuck is happening?
Are you fucking?
How did this happen?
Yeah.
How do you get, because he's not on board that this is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He's like, how'd that guy get fucking reindeer and a big sleigh on my roof
Yeah.
without me waking up until he was up there?
Yeah. And Santa's just like laying in the snow, and he's like basically dying. He like moves his hand a little bit, and you're like, get him some help.
Charlie tells him put it on, and Tim Allen goes, "Shut the fuck up." He said, "I'm not putting it on." Oh, he goes, "Shut the fuck up. Let me quarterback this thing, all right?"
I got
And
it.
he's looking. He's like, "All right." So coming through the door, Roger got off a couple rounds. You got to take a shot coming in through the door. You ready? He's like, "Oh, you gotta give me a fucking minute, Dad." You gotta... And then he hits him, and then he's like, "All right." So he took you down. Roger fired off a round on you. New guy Hoyt dropped him with impressive shotgun work. Who shot Roger? And he goes, "Hoyt." Who got him? New guy coming into the door. And then he asked Charlie, he's like, "Who got him?" And Charlie goes, "Yeah, fuck Hoyt. Ambulance time."
Yeah. Damn.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Tim Allen said that.
Dude. Tim Allen knows what he's doing.
In case you wanna know how my note taking works for the show. Charlie tells him to put it on. Tim Allen tells him to shut the fuck up and let him QB this shit. Parentheses training day scene.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Tim Allen bumps into a ladder that comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Where the fuck did this ladder come from?" And then Charlie points out, he's like, "It's the Rose Suchik Ladder Company." So like Rose such a clatter, Rose Suchik Ladder.
Yeah.
They're really
Clever words.
they were pumped coming up with that one. Charlie goes right up and he starts playing with the reindeer. Tim Allen says, "You got to stop. They have key Lyme disease."
Oh, who doesn't like some key lime
not
disease?
Lyme disease, key Lyme disease.
Because who doesn't like some key lime
Because
disease?
Tim Allen's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
That's why he said that.
Goofy.
Charlie sits in the sleigh and calls Tim Allen out for not believing. He's like, "Come on, Santa's sleigh." He's like, "It's Santa's sleigh, all right? It's not possible." He's like, "Why isn't it possible? I thought you believed in Santa. Do you not believe in Santa, Dad?" And he's like, "Fuck you, kid." He's like, "Fuck you." And then he gets in. He's like, he says it's a gift from the cable company.
Ooh.
We're getting the Disney Channel now. Merry Christmas. Nice plug for Disney.
Yeah. Look at that. Marketing.
It also lets you know that you have to pay extra for the Disney Channel.
Yeah,
You don't just get the Disney Channel with a cable pack.
That's high quality shit.
Tim Allen gets in the sleigh. He's trying to get Charlie out, and he goes, "Let's go." And the reindeer are like, "All right." And then they fly to the next house.
And it is some of the worst. I don't even know what they used for this.
I mean, after the visual spectacle that was the Polar Express, it's very disappointing watching this.
this reminded me of
Brian, you haven't watched it yet. Polar Express is a visual masterpiece.
Oh, my
It's
God.
a bananas
It's
movie.
stunning.
It's
Like-
ridiculous, but like it is so well done.
But
visually,
the graphics in this reminds me of what's the fucking shark movie we did?
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
That's what it
There we
reminds
go.
me of. Where it's just like you see the pixels from the computer image. Fucking
Yeah, and you're like, come on,
man.
They drive by like a work van, and Tim Allen asks for directions to whatever. It's not 95, but
Yeah.
whatever. He asks for directions to the highway. Then they go to the next house, and Charlie tells Tim Allen to put on the suit and bring the presents down. And Tim Allen's like, "No, I'm not going to do that. Like, it's crazy. This is stupid." And he goes, "How come everything I want to do is stupid?" And Tim Allen's like,
duh.
So Tim Allen, that's all it took. Tim Allen does not believe that this was Santa, that Santa exists, that this is a real thing. And he puts on the suit and grabs a sack of presents and is fully prepared to go into these people's home in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's like a power took over him to
He does not believe he's Santa at this
Yeah,
point.
do a little
Yeah.
B&E.
He's like, "I'm going in."
I do remember being like, well, some of this is pretty contradicting.
Yeah, if he does not think he's Santa, he
Yeah.
needs to be
Then he's
like,
robbing a home.
he's like, "We cannot do this." No, Charlie. Yeah, which it's not stupid. It's just irresponsible and illegal, and we need to not do that.
Yeah.
But instead, the fucking thing like carries him. The sack flies and carries him down the chimney, and
As sacks do.
every sack. Name one sack that you've ever seen that doesn't float up in the air and bring you down a chimney.
And that's my point.
Yeah, every sack.
Everyone.
Every fucking sack does
Like
that.
Mary Poppins-esque.
Exactly like Mary Poppins. Whoa, I'm going down. He gets in the house. There's a Rottweiler that's immediately going nuts.
Yeah.
And then the owner of the house like comes out. We never see him, and we never see him see Tim Allen. But he just starts opening fire.
Yeah.
He does not see the person. He just hears that his dog is going crazy, and there's banging around. He's like, "Well, someone's gonna die tonight. Someone's gonna fucking
Stand your
die
ground,
tonight."
It's Christmas
Absolutely.
Eve. No one's touching my fucking presents.
And it's looking like about that time, guys. So for editing purposes, we're going to take a break. Stick around. You won't even know.
Won't even know.
And we're back.
Hi there.
Brian, what do you want to say to Derek Cheater?
Hey, Derek Cheetah, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, Derek Cheater. So we're at the next house, and Tim Allen's like, "The bag's empty. I don't know what you want." And then it just magically fills up.
Yeah.
And he fits down like a
Lazy
tiny,
writing.
a tiny tube that's not a chimney.
Yeah.
It's like
it
one of
was-
those. It's like a metal tube coming out of the house, and then he goes down and
It creates a chimney.
Like
a fireplace just appears like on the wall, and you're like, "All right, that's cool."
Yeah. It's like the Matrix.
Yeah, there's a sleeping little girl there, and so Tim Allen goes and does mouth stuff on her while she's sleeping. And she like starts freaking out, and he puts his hand over her mouth, and he's like, "You shut your slutty little mouth, or I will fucking kill you. Do you understand me?" And she just nods, and then he just like drops off the gifts and leaves. And they keep making drop-offs. He drops off a sea kayak and wrecks someone's living room. He's full Santa right now. He's committed. He's like, all right, we're doing it all. He thinks Charlie fell out of the sleigh at one point. He's like, oh, fuck. But Charlie's in the back. Someone got a fucking lab puppy for Christmas.
You just sent me down a fucking tunnel of just different thoughts when it comes to the whole premise that anyone can become Santa just by putting on the fucking hat. Now it could be a murderer, serial killer.
So it gets brought up later by the fucking creepy kid.
Okay.
Whose dad's the construction worker. That kid, he is gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Santa Claus 2 or 3, but I will be shocked if that kid doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And they're leaving NYC, and he tells the reindeer, he's like, Comet's the only one he knows. He's the only one he calls out by name this entire movie. At no point does he say another reindeer's name.
I thought he said Rudolph when Rudolph farted.
Rudolph's not there.
But when they first started farting.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. Rudolph isn't one of the fucking reindeer. All right? That's for disabled children. They created that to make them feel good around the holidays. All right?
What are you trying to say?
That's what Rudolph... I'm saying Rudolph is a disabled reindeer. He's a fucking freak. He's a fucking freak. All right? He's not one of the 8. He's not one of the 8, Braden.
I like his red nose.
He's not one of the 8. Yeah, you would. You fucking would. It makes sense that you like Rudolph.
Because his nose
Back
is
me
red.
up on
It
this, Brian.
gets all shiny. And
Gimpy ass reindeer.
Fucking gimpy ass reindeer.
I-
All right?
that,
Yeah, he's not one of the 8. He said Rudolph at one point. Rudolph wasn't fucking there.
But it was funny that all the reindeers were like shitting their pants when they first.
Oh, was it funny?
It was. I was. I was sitting there. I was like, "Oh my god, it's so funny!" The reindeer. Ah, fuck you, bro. What, you didn't find it funny, dude? They wouldn't have put it in if it wasn't funny. I mean, this is Tim Allen we're talking about. This movie made $190 million.
Fuck yeah, it did.
Everyone thought it was funny. Sick of this shit.
So he tells Comedy, he's like, hey, let's go. But do you think Disney only paid for the rights to one name of the reindeer?
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be one of those. No, I mean, can't imagine that's how it works.
You get one.
You get one name picking. He's like, Comet, all day. All day we're picking Comet. Front left, that's our guy. And he yells out, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, which is not accurately. It's Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And,
David knows.
And 'twas the night before Christmas.
Santa.
Was that one of your fun facts?
Christmas expert. No, there are a lot of goofs though in this movie.
I memorized 'twas the night before Christmas at one point in my life, and I just knew it was happy.
Yeah,
Happy Christmas to all.
we did
And
cover
to all a good night. And then he yells, when I wake up, I'm getting a cat scan! Ho, ho, ho! And they fly off into the sky, and they end up just in the middle of nowhere. And Tim Allen's like, this is not good. This is a bad situation. Comet brought us to this. It's snowing, like we're in the Arctic.
Yeah, a lot of snow.
Freezing desert. And then the reindeer just run off. And he's like, well, no.
Oh man,
no,
now
what
I'm
the fuck?
fucked. We're gonna freeze to death.
A child walks up. 100% a child.
Yeah.
And Tim Allen refers to him as Sir immediately. It is obvious that the child is like, Sir? Sir, do you know where we are? And it's an elf.
Yeah.
It says absolutely nothing and like hits a thing and a pole comes out of the ground and Charlie's like, I think it's the North Pole. Tim Allen's like, oh, yeah, is that what you think, Charlie?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Is it the North Pole, Charlie? Yeah. Fuck you. All right. And he hits some buttons on the pole, and then the sleigh just starts going underground. All of the elves are children. Every single one of them. And also, nobody has an issue with Tim Allen being Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as like upset as you think they'd be.
Yeah, Santa. This means Santa died while he was out there. The guy that they've known, at least for this Christmas, died. And they're just like, all right, whatever. Tim Allen's Santa now. We got a new boss.
Do you know how old they are, David?
But it's insane.
They experience this all the time.
How long do you think that guy was Santa?
Probably like 100 fucking years.
Yeah. And they just, nothing. They feel nothing about him being dead.
So what are they? They're like, that'd be a psychopath or a sociopath?
Sociopath.
Sociopath.
They feel no. I mean, I'm probably
Empathy.
either. But,
Yeah.
'cause it's not empathy.
Whatever. They're elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking elves, Braden. All right?
It's a crazy dynamic they got going on.
Uh,
Like, fuck you, Santa. Get back to work.
Tim Allen refers to this girl as little girl, and she's like, I'm a grown ass woman, all right?
Yeah, put some
I
fucking
got
respect
motherfucking
on it.
shoes that are older
You
than
couldn't
you.
handle this, Tim.
He's like, you think I'm a little girl? I'm all woman though. You text this ass for days.
Oh God.
He asked the little girl who's in charge. She's like, you are. And he's like, no, I'm not. Stop it. Stop. He's getting frustrated real quick with these people.
Yeah.
And then Bernard, the head elf, who he looks like the guy from Tag and Jurassic World, but he's not that guy. It's interesting. He's the guy who looks like the guy who's in the movie Tag, and he's in Jurassic World. He's in like the room where the CIA bombs brown people. He's working out of that room at the park. And he looks like that guy, but he's not that guy.
Yeah, but something about his face.
As an adult, he looks just like that guy.
Something
Not
about
him.
his face. I don't like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just something about it. I just don't fucking like it.
We want to beat him up?
I just want to, I don't know, just slap him around a little bit.
All right, well, hey, actor who plays Bernard, if you're watching this shit, Braden Bullard, he's ready.
And I'm calling you out.
Your fucking move.
I really hope this
All right,
isn't
what's
like
his
a-
name? What's his name fucking pussed out?
That's right. He did. We sent it out there. We put it out there.
What's his name?
I don't. Yeah. the-
Jared Cannonier, but that's just me being racist, calling him Jared Cannonier. It's another black middleweight.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dude from Alpha Dog.
Yeah. So
That. It's Justin Timberlake, Emil Hirsch, and Fernando Vargas.
Yes.
Yeah. But who's the UFC fighter who just fought Wonder Boy? You talked about it for like a half hour the other day. I don't think it's Derek Brunson. I think I'm just being racist. Uriah Hall. I can keep naming muscular black
Kevin
people.
Holland.
Kevin Holland. Yeah, he pussed out.
That's right.
Your move, Bernard. Let's
Yeah.
see if you want this shit.
Thank you, David.
Bernard yells at the girl immediately. He's like, "Go back to work, bitch." And she's like, "Okay." She's like, "I'll go back to work. I'm sorry." He then introduces himself to Tim Allen and says, "Nice to meet you, Santa. I'm Bernard." And he's like, "Stop it. Just
Come
stop
on.
it." And he's like, he's like, "The other Santa fell off the roof, huh?" He's like, "Oh, I get this. All right. Hey, wasn't my fault. I have homeowners insurance. I got an excellent attorney. Not as good as my wife's, but let's not get into that. You know, it's not like she won the divorce. We all know that, all right? But I got a good attorney."
Instantly, the elf is almost like, hey, "Listen, I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, Bernard cares about none of this.
Yeah.
He's like, Santa, just
Dude,
stop it, all right, man? Let's
I've seen 1,000 Santas die.
Charlie walks. My whole life, I've just been burying Santas. All right,
Come and go.
You think this is new to me?
Think I give a shit?
You put on the suit. You're Santa.
Literally, that's what he says.
Charlie walks up, and Bernard gives him a snow globe, and he's like, "Take care of it." And he's like, "I promise I will." And then Tim Allen, he's like, "Can we get a flight home? I want to go home. This is nuts." Bernard tells another elf, he's like, "Take Charlie to get some chow. Tim Allen, you come with me. Get out of those clothes." And then he starts walking with them. Bernard explains the Santa clause with an E. He's like, "It's a clause in the contract. Let me see the card." Then he puts it under a magnifying glass, and like on the perimeter of the card, it says, "If you put on the suit, you are Santa in perpetuity for the rest of your life. We own you. You are property of the North Pole.
And us elves can do whatever we want to.
Whatever we want. Yeah,
Anytime.
all
You're just a human.
anything goes.
That we give powers. We're the fucking elves, dude. We run the North Pole.
So Bernard, he's like, "You got 11 months to get your affairs in order. You're due back Thanksgiving. As collateral, we will be keeping Charlie until then. And I'll be sending you the list."
Yeah.
And Tim Allen goes, "What list?" He's like, "Come on, you know the list."
The list.
And then Charlie's here at this point. He's like, Bernard has his arm around him. He's like, "He's our collateral. He is our God damn it. What is the girl in Killer Joe? What is Matthew McConaughey? Retainer. This is our retainer.
Yes. Yes.
I was fortunate to secure a retainer." And he's like, "Come on, the list." He's making a list. And then Charlie says,
Checking it twice.
and then all of the elves go,
Gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
And Bernard's like, "Fucking there you go. Hey, see what you did? See what you started by not knowing what the list was?
Fucker.
These motherfuckers need to be working." And he's like, "Just write P for the good ones and C for the bad ones." He's like, P and C. And then Charlie goes, P for present, C for coal.
Come on.
Like, yeah, Charlie gets it. Yeah. So they're going. Tim Allen asks, he's like, "What happened if I choose not to believe in Santa?" And then it gets super quiet. And Bernard goes, "Then we will send Charlie back to you piece by piece. Do I make myself clear?" And Tim Allen goes, "Yeah." He goes, "All right,
Bernard. Yes, Bernard.
Bernard, I'll be Santa.
Okay.
I'll be your Santa." And then he's like, "All right, so Judy's gonna take care of you." Judy comes up. Judy's a child, and there's immediate sexual tension between these two.
God.
So like, you guys know me. I'm gonna elevate it a little bit, but it exists.
Yeah, it's there.
I didn't make it up. They
And
go to
Disney's
Santa's
just
room.
like, yeah, that's just the level of pedo that we need in this movie.
They go to Santa's room now. Judy gives them pajamas and says she'll be right back. When she comes back, the elves are all watching. And Judy's like, "Hey, get out of here. And then they all like run away. She goes in and she offers Santa some.
Milk and cookies.
No,
Oh.
that's not the item that she offers.
Oh.
She offers her. she offers Santa some hot cocoa. And why do you think I pointed at you? She offers Santa some
Hot. Yeah, we got it. Hot.
Yeah, come on, milk and cookies. You thought I was teeing you up to say milk and cookies?
I actually thought you were going to tee me up for something way worse. I was like, I'll leave that for David.
And she's like, "It's taken me 1,200 years." He's like, "I don't want it." She's like, "It's my recipe. It's taken me 1,200 years to perfect." And he's like, "I mean, I gotta try it. Yeah, I can't say no. I'm not gonna say no to 1,200-year recipe."
Probably pretty great.
He then, and I'm not making this up, tells Judy she looks great for her age. She looks 8. So like, what
she
he's
is
saying
every
is
bit of
because
8.
she's over 1,200 years old. He's like, "You look great for your age," but she's too young to say
Well,
that.
this is Disney's way of-
If she looked 20, he can say that, and it's fine.
That's Disney's
looks
way of
so young.
normalizing it, though, David.
Young.
We're like,
Normalize
oh,
it.
well, if we say she's 1,200, we could do anything. Now, slowly take off your clothes. No, you're 1,200. Remember?
She says thanks, but I'm seeing someone in wrapping. So she acknowledges that, like,
She's a full-grown woman. She's 1,400 years old.
Tim Allen then says, "Well, I'm your boss now, Judy. If you want to keep living, you're going to leave that loser in wrapping, and you're going to do what the fuck I tell you to do. Is that understood?" And she goes, "Yes, Santa. Yes, Santa, that's understood."
And this
He's
is when
like,
we
now,
really start to see
he's like,
Tim
now,
Allen.
Now, you're going to take off that dress.
Yeah.
You're gonna let me see that sexy little body you got under there, all right? And she's weeping. She's not happy about this. She's crying. He's like, "Yeah, it's good.
He starts filming.
That's good." He's like the tears that make it better. Keep crying.
Good,
Yeah.
good, Aaron. Now grab her from behind.
Aaron, take her from behind.
Yes, take her. It's just,
Yeah, but he gets up and he looks. I doubled down on these. I let her get weird here too. I went all in on this scene, guys, because she tells him, like, he looks distressed. "Daddy,
this is
now why don't you come over here and let little baby Judy take care of you? All right? I know what Daddy likes, and I know how to make Daddy feel better."
This isn't your
Come
doing.
on
This
over
is
here.
Disney's doing.
This is Disney.
Yeah.
This is absolutely Disney. And he does. She takes care of her. Talks about how amazing everything looks, but he doesn't believe it. She's like, "Well, seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing."
And look at that.
Now, good night, sir. And then she leaves.
Now
And
we
he
know where
gets in
Conductor
bed.
Hanks got it from.
There we go. And him and his kid have a cute moment in bed where his son wakes up and his son's like, "This is amazing.
Oh my
We're
God.
at the fucking North Pole." And he's like, "Right?" We're back home. Charlie wakes Tim Allen up in his bed. And he's like, "It's Christmas morning. You gotta come see all the shit." And he's like, "All right." He gets up and he's wearing the Santa Claus pajamas that he was wearing. He's confused. He's like, "Well, I don't know these." Then he runs outside to see. He's like, "Oh shit, did all that really happen?" And he goes out and there's no trace of anything. So he's just like, huh, all right. And he's like very relieved.
I think he's
like,
mostly relieved that he's not gonna be on trial for murder.
yeah, he didn't kill someone. He's not really Santa. Like it's just
Like,
the
oh,
best
thank God.
case. And then Mom shows up, and Charlie immediately starts telling her about going to the North Pole. And all
my
that
God!
shit, blah blah blah. Mom's mad.
Well, and the way they're reacting is like as if he abducted his own child and then like took him someplace that he should not be.
Mom is upset. She's like, really? You did this? You gave him the best Christmas he ever could have asked
Oh my
for?
God, you
Really?
took
That's
him-
what you want to do?
You took him to the North Pole in the middle of the night, and he was talking to a bunch of elves. Oh, and who is this girl that you're talking to?
Yeah, who gave you these pajamas?
Judy?
Judy? Who's this Judy slut, huh?
Oh, and you're taking your son where you're fucking Judy.
Yeah, you're fucking
Wow.
you're fucking this child, and you're bringing our son there.
The way I took it is like, oh, you're bringing our son
I get what you.
to a whorehouse.
No.
That's the way I took
Judy
it.
gave him pajamas. He's dating a new lady, and just for Christmas, he's introducing like all that, and she brought him pajamas, and he knows Judy. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, Judy, that's fun." A whorehouse. Get your mind out
Hey,
of the
man.
fucking
She
gutter.
was
Get your
livid.
mind out of the fucking gutter.
I'm just going where she was going.
Tim Allen. So like the kid goes out, and Tim Allen's like, "Wait, I thought I dreamt that. Hold on." And like goes out, and he's like, "Charlie, what the fuck did you just say to your mom?" And he repeats everything. He's like, "Judy gave you those pajamas. Blah blah blah. We were at the North Pole, and Bernard was there, and all that shit." And he's like, "Fine, that's wild." And Close Talker's mad. Close Talker goes, "Charlie, get in the car. We'll talk about this at home." He closes the door.
That's what I'm saying.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Fuck Neil.
The vibes are strong.
So they leave, and Tim Allen's yelling. He said nice jammies to Tim Allen when he comes out, also. He's
I
wearing
mean, those are
pajamas.
some fucking
They were-
royalty.
I wish you would have
jammies.
been like, these are worth more than you make in a year, you
Yeah.
little bitch.
Yeah.
They are nice jammies.
fucking silk.
And you're going to make fun. Me and my son wore pajamas on Christmas together, and you're going
Make fun
to
of us.
fuck with me for that?
Yeah,
Fuck you, Neil.
Nice sweater, pussy.
And Tim Allen starts yelling at the car and about how he sleeps naked as like a mom and daughter walk by, and they like hurry it along. She's like, come on. So now Fireman O'Hara is addressing a classroom, and he says, remember, kids, there is nothing more painful than third-degree burns. And the teacher goes, all right, Fireman O'Hara, thank you. And I think I
Great.
speak for all of us when I say I'm really sorry about your partner. So you lost a partner.
Oh, that's
She's like,
sad.
and then the teacher's like, I think now's a good time to hear from a psychiatrist. So, and you could tell it's 94. Divorce wasn't as common as it is now.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the teacher's like, Charlie, did you want to introduce your, the
What do
man,
I call you?
the man fucking your mom? Like yeah, she's like, she doesn't know how to now it'd be like, hey, do you want to introduce your stepdad?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'd be like, yeah, absolutely. And he's like, I want my dad to go first.
Ooh.
And Alan's like, suck it.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Eat a dick.
Yeah.
And Charlie gets up and he's like, all right, guys, my dad is fucking Santa Claus.
Guys, you don't understand.
And the class laughs, and Tim Allen makes a joke that goes, I forget what the joke was, but it goes over the kid's head.
Yeah.
Something about toys and blah, 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 and I do it like Santa and like whatever it was. It wasn't a joke for kids, and the kid just kind of stared at him. And then Charlie's like, no, he's Santa. We went to the North Pole, blah, 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 like explains everything. And Tim Allen's like, that's not true.
Yeah,
And then a girl asks Tim Allen if he makes the toys, and then this kid Bobby, whose dad is a construction worker, and Bobby has hurt people, and he will hurt more people.
yes.
He goes, no, stupid. It's what the elves do. And the teacher goes, Bobby, they're called little people. We don't say elves. This teacher's great.
Yeah, now we're
And-
getting a little bit of tiptoe vibes.
Yeah, they're not midgets, sweetie. They're dwarves. All right, just like shut the fuck up. All right, we're not having this conversation. All right, everyone in your family. Are you fucking kidding me? And Bobby then asked Tim Allen. He's like, all right, so let's say hypothetically here, I was to grow up and decide I want to be Santa. I just got to throw your little bitch ass off a roof and poof, I'm Santa.
It's a good point.
And Tim Allen's like,
Shit.
This kid is gonna do that. Santa Claus 2. Bobby's trying to kill Santa.
No, yeah, that's got
For
to be it.
sure. That's what the whole movie is.
Yeah.
So the teachers like, this isn't good. And the parents all go see the principal, who is the actress in Always Sunny, who she works at the welfare store, and she doesn't want to give Dennis and Dee welfare. Dennis like, I'm a recovering crack addict. This is my donkey brain sister. We'd like some welfare, please. And she's like, you gotta fill out this shit. Like, you can't just come here and tell me those words. And I'm like, I'll give you some welfare.
Yeah.
So I don't care about any of this. You fill this shit out and come back.
Yeah.
That actress.
I fucking
Or I'm racist and it's not. I didn't look into it. I hope it's not, because she just really looks like her, and I was like, yeah, it's the actress.
You set the bar, David.
There we go.
But I fucking this scene, man. If I'm Tim Allen, I'm raising the roof. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
Raising
me?
the roof like party.
Yeah. Woo.
I'm motherfucking Santa Claus. I make toys.
Like, dude, like, easy misunderstanding, especially right after Christmas. Like, fuck you guys for bringing me into the principal's office to have a fucking talk. What do I, fucking 5? Like,
That's kind of what he does. He's argumentative
a little bit,
a
but
lot bit.
he could have put the foot down.
And he's like, look, dude, I'll fucking talk to the kid. End of discussion. This is done.
Well, there was a part where he was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't need to deal with this. And the principal's like, sit down.
Well, you got to respect the principal.
That's a good
He's
point.
principal, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't walk out. To this day, if I was somewhere where Mr. Hooverez was,
You would fucking.
and Mr. Hooverez said, David, sit down, no matter what I'm doing.
No matter what age,
I'm like, yes, sir.
no matter how many people are watching.
Yeah, I'm sitting down. I go, yes, sir, Mr. Hooverez. I respect you. So they go to the zoo, and to tell him about how, like, hell, the North Pole didn't really happen, he's like, why don't I bring him to polar bears? That'll remind him of the North Pole.
Yeah.
And tell him how we never went to the North Pole. And then Charlie's immediately like, it looks like the North Pole, polar bears. And Charlie's like, you can't let these kids down, Dad, all right? All right, I know who you are. One day you're going to wake the fuck up, and you're going to know who you are, too, all right?
One day you will
Tim
realize
Allen's-
the true power that lies inside. Be great if you got like very.
What'd you quote there?
That was just off the noggin.
No, it wasn't.
I
Come on.
swear.
You quote things kind of often, but you don't remember what it is. You quoted something there.
I'm sure from
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
you've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, it could have been a fucking video game for all I know.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fun if one of these times you were like Star Wars. you're like it's a Star Wars line. I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Come on, you don't know that line, David?
They look, and reindeer are following them. Charlie puts a sign up on his bedroom that says the North Pole. And Mom goes in. He's like pretending to be Santa, and she's very concerned about it.
It's kind of normal behavior for
Yeah,
a kid.
kid has an act. So like, depending on when it is, you know, is it fucking May, and he's like, and he's been doing this nonstop since then. Then it's an issue.
But it's been like 2 days.
But we have no idea. Time has stood still. We have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on right now.
Yeah.
It's weird in this
Yeah,
movie.
it could be because before you know it, it's next Christmas.
That is true. That's
Yeah,
a good
so
point.
like we don't know when it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know so we know whether or not it is concerning that he's doing it, or
Yeah.
if it's just whatever he has a fun thing.
It makes the parents look like way harder too.
Yeah, it makes the mom look
They're just like a bitch.
makes her look unreasonable.
That's a very good
God,
point.
the kid's
They
ridiculous
really
for
should have done a
5-year-old.
They should have done a better job.
It's like fucking Butters' family.
Yeah.
When they have him go see a fucking psychiatrist because he's Inspector Butters and Big Rig Butters and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and they're like, "Oh my god, he thinks he's a truck driver." Yeah, like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they really should have showed like, oh my god, it's 6 months and this kid won't shut the fuck up about
Yeah,
this.
every day.
Every day.
He's been being Santa with
And the
fucking
mom
reindeers.
and the stepdad's been trying their hardest, and it's just been too much.
Yeah.
Then we'd be like, okay, I get it a little bit more.
Yeah, but fuck them.
Yeah.
Charlie and Close Talker are talking, and he has like a globe, and he's like he's like, the North Pole is blah, blah, blah. How could he live there? And Charlie, and he's like, underground system, blah, blah, blah. They got it all set up like that. And he's like, how would he fit down a chimney? He's a big guy. And Charlie answers it however the fuck he answers it. What about houses that got no chimney, huh? How's Santa get into there? And he's like, kind of just magically makes a chimney, and he goes down, and he's like, what? Close Talker's like, you know, you're a real piece of shit, right? Yeah. he's getting fed up. His kid's got an answer for everything. He's getting real fed up with him.
I feel like he starts mocking him almost. Like, oh yeah, so he just fits down a fucking chimney that's not
Sorry,
there.
guy. Fuck Neil.
Close Talker, Tim Allen shows up, and he's like, I'm going to take Charlie for a walk. He's like, why don't you go get your coat? Close Talker's like, hey, I'm real concerned about Charlie, all right? This is real concern. He's like, oh, are you concerned? Oh, all right. It's a nice fucking sweater you got there, huh? Yeah. Sorry, you got your cute sweater out to tell me how concerned you are about my fucking son. Close talker's like, I don't like it when he talks to me like that.
You know,
He's
honest.
like, oh my God. He goes, I don't think you should spend the time with Charlie anymore. You're like, holy shit.
Fists are about to start flying. Yeah. I gotta say though, I felt a little bit personally attacked because I like the sweater. Did you like the sweater?
Yeah, but not enough to like. You can't talk to me like that in my own house.
Oh yeah.
Or like
yeah,
my
yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Neil.
Fuck Neil. Fuck the close talker. Tim Allen and Charlie, they go on a walk, and he's like, he's like sounds like he's gonna be like, there is no Santa. He's like, there is no reason that we have to tell anyone about the North Pole.
Right.
And he's like, people think you sound fucking crazy. He's like, and I'll give you $5 if you stop telling one. Let it be a secret between us. And the kid's like, all right, I can get on board with that.
That's all it took. $5 fucking bucks.
That's $5. Let's money over everything, baby.
Yep.
I could buy like 20 gumdrops.
You can buy what?
20 gumdrops.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah. And guys, for editing purposes, we're going to take a quick break. But stick around, because we'll be right back. What? And we're back.
Hi.
Brian, what do you want to say to Derek Jeter?
Hey, Derek Cheater, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. So it's the next morning. Tim Allen is growing a white beard and or it's not white yet. I think he's just growing a beard.
Yeah, it's just getting
and
thick.
he's putting on weight.
Put on 45 fucking
He's
pounds.
like, what the fuck? He runs into work late. He's wearing sweats because like he can't put on his suit. It doesn't
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
It's tailored to his body type. Can't gain 45 pounds and wear the same suit.
Yeah.
You ever tried to do that?
No.
It's impossible.
Is it?
Oh yeah, he'd rip it.
The buttons
You'd
just
rip
pop?
it. Yeah, he couldn't. It'd be crazy. So he runs in. Everybody loves Raymond Dad. It's like, why are you so fucking fat? What is this all about?
This is ridiculous.
You showed up in sweats and fat.
It's like every dude in there was just as fat as he was. And they had the nerve to be like, what the fuck?
Nobody in there was as fat as he was.
The main
Not
dude
one person was
almost
as fat as Tim Allen.
I don't know.
And doesn't matter. Like, if I'm fatter than you are by a good bit, but if you showed up when I saw you the day before and you just showed up fat, I'd be like, what the fuck happened to you, man?
I'd be like, I got stung by a bee.
It's noticeable, and that's what Tim Allen says. Yeah, and it works. Guys like, all right, we'll have a seat.
I'm
They were-
swelling everywhere. Yeah.
They order lunch, and Tim Allen orders a Caesar salad with no dressing, which I'm not a big Caesar salad guy.
Oh, fuck Caesars.
But it's my understanding that the dressing is what makes it a Caesar salad, because it's Caesar
Key
dressing.
ingredient, yeah. But it would probably be the most unhealthy aspect of the salad, right?
Yeah, but
So it's like on the side is to be like
could it just been like a house salad? It's like, what else is in the Caesar salad?
croutons, cheese. It's a dressing, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck this guy.
He orders that, and then he orders what was the first thing? Cookie? Oh, one of those warm chocolate chip cookies. Cream brulee, slice of cheesecake, and hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
Extra hot fudge, but on the side.
Everyone's looking at him. He's like, but on the side.
On the side, yeah.
So it's
And-
okay.
And an ice cold milk.
Yeah. Just a crazy
Could you fucking imagine
for lunch?
Showing
you're at work
up.
and that's someone's lunch order?
Who's late, too, to the meeting?
That is diabetes.
Just has the nerve.
They order a salad, no dressing, and then 5 desserts and milk.
I'm surprised they weren't like, we don't have that.
And you'd be like, sir, we're not bringing you all that.
It's an
Yeah.
office building.
No one steps in. They're like, no, it's not what's
It's like
going
a
to happen.
specialty dessert menu.
So,
But everyone's concerned.
the Jeopardy, the do 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 boo do 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 is playing as Tim Allen. Everyone else is done eating, and he's finishing the sundae. And they're all like they're not doing any work. It wasn't a work lunch. It was lunch in the conference room before they worked.
Yeah.
And they all just sit there and watch him eat desserts. And they're like, it's crazy how much dessert you just ate. They're like, all right, let's do this fucking. Let's do the thing.
Let's finally proceed with
And
the
there's
meeting.
a guy. He's pitching like a toy, and we see that it's a tank, but he doesn't address it right away. and it's like a tank toy. And Tim Allen's it's Santa on a tank.
When
And
there's
Tim Allen's like,
elves.
well, where are the elves? Like, the elves don't look real. All that stuff. They got to have, like, these silver things on their cheek. He's getting real hung up on how fake the elves look.
Because they look old and not
He's had
young.
a real one.
And yeah, he has.
Just a
And, like,
yeah.
like, super hung up on the details of what an elf should look like. And everyone's like, what's your fucking deal? This is crazy. And then the guy's like, all right, so it's this. And he starts. And then Tim Allen realizes, like, wait, Santa's on a tank? He's like, no. Santa rides a sleigh. That is what Christmas is. It's Santa on the sleigh.
And where the fuck are the reindeers? It's a
And-
package fucking deal.
Yeah. He's like, this is not going to happen. And he's like, oh, Santa's riding the sleigh. Whose house is he going to take out?
Oh, the Pearsons.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They give Brian Pearson a shout out.
Little cameo, yeah, for the Pearson household.
He goes, oh, we're going to take out the Pearson household on the fucking tank? No. Everybody's blaming. He asks everybody. Everybody blames Raymond. Dad's like, what's going on, man? You need to stop. He goes, do you even believe in Santa?
Yeah, he squares up with his
He's like, fucking take a walk with me. Oh my god, no. He's like, do you know how hard it is to build one of those tanks too? We need to get better toys, better material, and just more friendly for the kids. Everybody like for him and Dad. He's like, let's fucking walk with me.
Now
Walk
that
with
I
me.
think
What's going
about
on?
it, where's his partner? The
the
interracial.
lieutenant from
ordered the
she was
salad.
there. She was at the table.
Did she speak up for him?
No, she's like, this is crazy. Well, she's supposed to stand when he's Brenton. If you're wrong and going crazy about something on here, I'm not gonna be like, I got Brayton's back.
He technically wasn't wrong.
He's out of his mind. They're trying to sell fucking toys.
He
all
showed
right?
up to work at noon
He showed up late.
in a sweatsuit.
Showed up
and
late
then ordered
and ate a
four to-
fucking sundae before he started doing anything. And then immediately just starts shitting on all the hard work everyone else has done. He's a fucking asshole in this
The
scene.
worst guy in
He's
the office.
Santa.
He's the fucking... They don't know that. They don't know. He's like, do you even fucking believe in Santa? Everybody loves Raymond. Huh? Do you fucking believe in him? And he's like, you need to stop it.
I'm a full-grown adult.
Yeah, stop talking to me like that. Pulls him out, and he tells Tim Allen, he's like, you need to go see a doctor or a shrink or a dietitian or something. Just fucking clean your shit up. You look awful. And so they're out there. They leave. And then we see he's running on a treadmill in a doctor's office. Doctor pulls him off, checks his pulse, and he's like, you're healthy as a horse. I don't know why you're so fucking fat.
Yeah.
He's like, this doesn't make sense.
So, fun fact. Apparently, Tim Allen almost fought the director while shooting this scene. Because apparently, it was after midnight. And they're like, all right, we got to go shoot the scene of you, this one scene. It's going to be quick. And then, like, I guess bamboozled him. You know, put the wool over your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Bamboozle. You don't want to get taken for a run, you know? Polar Express, guys. Come on. You got to know. Hobo Hanks is just selling it.
Thanks.
But apparently they had to stick all this fat on him, and the fat was like super sticky. So Tim Allen was complaining that as he's running, it's like tearing his skin off. Like he was really upselling it. It's like,
Yeah, but did anyone confirm that his skin was being torn off, or is this Tim Allen being a bitch?
yeah, it's Tim Allen
Like,
being
it hurts!
Yes, that's exactly.
Rick, I don't want to do this anymore!
Every time I take a step, it pulls on my hair. Yeah,
What if I walked off this movie? Then what?
no, yeah.
You gonna do the movie with no Santa Claus?
money.
No, that was the rumor, was that it got to such a point that they actually thought Tim Allen was gonna fight the director.
Great.
Dude.
I'd love to see that. Put that in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, put that in your movie, but you won't.
But you won't.
That'd be
So
great.
they talk, and the doctor doesn't think it's that big of a deal, and Tim Allen's like, I've gained 45 pounds in a week. And the doctor's like, yeah, sometimes that happens, you know? He's
like,
like,
well-
also, how about this?
I shaved this fucking
I
morning.
shaved twice today, and I have a full beard right now. He's like, yeah, sometimes that happens. This doctor's like, I don't know, just
hormones.
it's like, why don't I listen to your heartbeat? And then he listens, and his heartbeat goes to the beat of Jingle Bells.
Jingle bell,
do,
jingle bell.
Do 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 do.
Nice.
Tim Allen's now at Charlie's soccer game, and a little girl comes and
Oh,
sits on her lap.
this is the best line.
And she like sits on his lap and like puts her arms around him and said, "Tell me what I can do to make you happy, Daddy." And he goes, you already know what to do.
Oh my
You know?
God.
You didn't hurt the dick hand today.
Oh,
Get the dick hand out here.
Oh, the dick hand.
Ex-wife and close talker show up while a small boy is sitting on his lap, and there are children lining up waiting to sit on his lap. And they walk across the field. They're like, the fuck is happening?
This
over
is
there?
not okay.
They're like, first of all, here's what I don't like. No way from this is the first time they've seen him. No way from the distance they were.
Would they even?
They would
recognize
look and
him?
be like, it's Tim Allen.
Yeah.
He full on looks like Santa. That's why
Yeah.
kids are sitting on his lap. He's full on Santa
He's
Claus.
gained
at this
100
point.
pounds. He's got
And he's
a
wearing
2-foot-long
a
beard.
fucking red hoodie. Like he's
Yeah.
committing to it.
Yeah.
They park and just kind of like glance and see him, and they're like, that's Tim Allen. And
Oh
make
my
a beeline
God.
for him. Fuck that. If you look and you see that, you're like, oh, that guy looks like Santa. That's wild. And you move on.
Yeah.
So he would have to come up and say something to them for them to be like, oh shit, what the fuck happened to you?
What? But yeah, I mean, they're like concerned, but they're pissed off at him, and they're also giving off these vibes, you know, like, oh, dude, that's weird. You got kids sitting on your lap. And he's like, listen, I know what it looks like.
He's like, it's not what you think.
All right, kid, go run off.
Yeah. His ex-wife says, you know, I never thought you would stoop so low as to change your physical appearance to make Charlie like you. She's a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucking psycho. I never thought you'd stoop this low, you piece of shit. They then pull Charlie from the game. And Close Talker gives Tim Allen his card. He's like, you finally hit rock bottom. He's like, give me a call. He's like, you need help. I'm a professional. Here you go. Call me.
I'm a doctor.
I will help you. You are my stepson's father, and I want to help you, all right? I know we don't get along, but at the end of the day, Charlie needs a stable father in his life, and I want to help make that happen. This is the one scene where I'm like, you know what? Good on Close Talker.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I want to help you. Like, he doesn't say all the things that I'm saying, but he's like, dude, this is bad.
His
Don't look
sweater's
here.
even more
He's like-
conservative.
He's like, take my car. Like, dude, please call me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Yeah.
Please. And he's genuine with this. And they walk off. They pull Charlie out of the game and leave.
Just feels
'Cause
so
They
sad.
pull Charlie out of the game and leave because Tim Allen is now fat and has white hair.
And Tim Allen's like, dude, I'll fucking leave. Don't take the kid.
He's like, let him play his game. I'll leave. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. No, it's because
No.
they showed up late because they didn't want to watch a fucking little. Have you ever been to a little kid soccer game?
Oh.
It's boring. They all suck. They just run around. There's no. It's not like a World Cup game where it's awesome athletes doing awesome stuff. It's just like they can barely. If you can get a couple kicks in one dribble, you're like, that kid's a star.
that kid
Is gonna fucking play.
Yeah.
So, soccer's over. Tim Allen gets a delivery, and the delivery guy, he's like, comes and opens the door, and he has shaving cream all over his face, and he's like, I'm just gonna leave the door open. You drop this shit off. Just leave it in the front. The guy's like, all right. And then Tim Allen comes down from shaving, and there's a fucking billion boxes in there, and there's a note on the first one that says, here's the list, -B. So Bernard sent him the list, and there's just a lot of kids in the world.
Like Aaron Aronson.
It is the first one. The first one he reads out loud is Armand Asante, and Tim Allen goes, "Oh, absolutely not,
Oh my.
absolutely not." Bernard didn't say anything about me having to deal with sand N-word children. Get these lists the fuck out of here. The deal is off. He can kill Charlie. I am not dealing with these little pieces of shit.
I'm done with Christmas.
This is when Tim Allen breaks character.
Yeah, Tim Allen fully breaks character. No, fun fact. So I don't know if Braden has it. Armand Asante is the actor who, in the movie Two for the Money with Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino, he pisses on Matthew McConaughey's face in that movie.
Seriously?
Yeah. I Googled
way.
because I wanted to make the joke because I thought Armand Asante sounded like a Middle Eastern-y name. So I thought of that joke, but I wanted to Google it to be factually correct. And I just Googled the name Armand Asante, and that guy came up. I was like, that's neat.
I haven't seen that movie. Matthew McConaughey gets pissed.
His face gets pissed on because he gave the guy some bad betting advice. And the guy has his goon, like, grab Matthew McConaughey in a park. And he's like, I need to teach you a lesson. and like he has a gun on his face, and he's like, "You're gonna give me some better sports betting picks." And then he like pulls out his cock, and like in a park, and Matthew McConaughey's like, no, come on,
Bro, are you serious
And then
right
he
now?
starts pissing on him. Matthew McConaughey's like, like he doesn't react to it. You should be, come on, fuck you. He's just like, that's not how I wanted my day to be. I was jogging in the park. This was nice. Now I'm being held down. This guy's peeing on my face. And they show him get pissed on. Like they don't show piss coming out of this guy's cock, but they show like Matthew McConaughey getting hit and the guy standing over him like that. It's pretty great. Pretty great. 2 for the money.
Yeah, man, Matthew McConaughey, I love that he is such a big celebrity, but will push the envelope when it comes to some of these like roles that he takes.
Yeah, he's fucking whatever it takes. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do anything.
I'm Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Mom tells Close Talker that she knew this would happen.
This fucking know-it-all.
Think of how insane that is. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I knew he would gain. I knew he would turn into Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Physically.
Her last line is contradicting that.
Yeah.
I
It's
never thought
Thought he would stoop this low, and she's like, I fucking knew this would happen one day. She's telling Close Talker that, and Close Talker tells her that she's like, I just don't know. He's like, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't know what to do. He's like, well, I mean, there's an obvious solution here. And then it cuts away from that to Tim Allen walking on the street, and he's pointing out kids who are naughty and kids who are nice. And then this hot lady walks by, and he goes, I'll get her name. Hold on. Hot. I thought I wrote her name down. I didn't. Hot lady walks by, and he goes, oh, Veronica. Very nice. And she says, in your dreams, Slay Boy.
I like Slay Boy.
Yeah,
Call me that
great.
all
It's a
day
great-
long.
Here's the thing. She acknowledges that he is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He is Santa Claus. This stuck-up little cunt
David, tell him.
wouldn't fuck Santa Claus? Are you kidding me? If that's an option, you take it. It is Santa.
yeah.
It's not just a fat guy with a beard. She's like, this is Santa. I'm going to call him Slay Boy to put him down and tell him in his dreams would I fuck him.
I mean, you could think about all the different ways that you'd be able to make a living off of that. I fucked Santa.
Oh,
you could
my
sell
God.
books. You have a documentary.
People would pay thousands just to meet you.
just go on talk
Meet
shows.
the woman who fucked Santa Claus.
You're with Ellen DeGeneres, and they're like, "Oh my God, how was his dick? How was it, David?
Man, Ellen DeGeneres, she's a monster.
She
She's
is
that guy
dude.
she made kill herself. It's fucking wild.
It-
Never cared for Ellen.
Yeah, she made
Good sucker.
a guy on her show kill himself.
No, she didn't.
No, but the DJ on her show recently killed himself.
No.
Definitely not too
It's
soon.
Ellen's fault. You know, too soon doesn't exist.
at all.
Yeah. You bring that up as if I was gonna be like, oh, you're right, it's too soon. Let's
I-
cut. Hey, Brayden, let's cut it from the show. You're right. I shouldn't have made it that soon.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
kidding.
Fuck you.
I don't think it's too soon.
Fuck you.
Just saying.
Fuck.
Derek Jeter.
Ah,
He saved it.
dead. Should have been just you, Brayden. All right. I wanted you to team up with me against him. All right.
Thanks, bud.
Tim Allen then shaves and then immediately comes back.
Wow.
So that's his life now. Mom and Close Talker bring Charlie to see a judge because they're suing for full custody.
That's what.
This movie gets dark.
And it's like, all right, we have definitely not seen, and they've not portrayed enough time passing for us, the viewers, to feel like
Yeah.
this is the route
He's-
that they should be taking.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we're in. I'm like, what? It's a judge? I thought at first it was a therapist. Like I thought now we're gonna be seeing the therapist, and then we saw the fucking
judge, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
There we go.
It's crazy.
Mom's having second thoughts, and Close Talker tells her to shut her slutty little mouth. They're doing this. He is finally getting Tim Allen out of their life, and he couldn't be happier.
Oh, he's so happy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be able to rule this family. This is gonna be just like
Yeah.
abducted in plain sight.
Just like that.
Oh yeah.
Say that. You didn't say it to the microphone.
He's like, and then Jan's next.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows.
They start talking about like fucking. He's like, it's fucking dumb that he believes in Santa. She's like, he's not that old. He's like, why didn't you stop believing in Santa? She's like, guess around his age. And then she starts talking about, she's like, I really wanted a mystery dating game for Christmas one year, and then I didn't get it. And I thought, Santa can't be real.
No fucking
Santa
way.
can't be real. Close Talker then says, I stopped believing in Santa when I was 3 years old. That's fucking sad, dude.
What was the toy
That's
he wanted
sad,
again?
yeah.
Bragging about
That
it.
is.
I wanted-
That is too young.
Loser.
It's one thing if a family doesn't do Santa, they're fucking losers for not doing Santa, especially the Jews. But they're fucking losers for not doing it, and whatever. But whatever. Have Santa be a thing in your household, and at 3 be like, that's not real, and the family not try to draw you back in. That's fucking
I mean,
sad.
it speaks volumes as to why he does what he does with, his
Absolutely.
living and the way that he thinks. I mean, he's just had trauma in his childhood.
If you think what Braden went through as a child is bad,
Oh,
times 10 with this guy.
yeah.
He wanted an Oscar Mayer weenie whistle, and Santa
That's
didn't,
exactly-
Santa didn't bring the weenie whistle.
Funny little gift.
Yeah, it's like Christmas came, no weenie whistle.
Can you imagine him too, like the actor being like, how the fuck am I supposed to show passion for a weenie whistle that I didn't get when I was 3 years old?
Oh, he does. He fucking nails it.
And I'm like, dude, what? This is so
That's
weird.
the difference between you and the close talker, right? Close talker, he's got passion in spades.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna be very just distraught about this whistle.
Just sad, just 1,000-mile stare.
But that's what he does in the movie. I'm like, man, I feel bad for this fucking guy now.
Tim Allen shows up. Charlie runs out of the judge's office, and he's like, Dad, don't worry. I told the judge everything. You're good. Tim Allen's like, it's probably not good. And then the judge
I'm
is like,
fucked.
Obviously I'm giving Mom and Close Talker full
yeah.
custody. He's like, you're out of your fucking mind, Tim Allen. Look at you. Look how much weight you gained. He's like, I saw you not that long ago. You're fucking massive. You have a full Santa beard, and you're telling your kid that you took him to the North Pole and that you're Santa now. This is insane. You're going to hurt this kid. Stop it.
I was
The,
hoping.
the judge is in the right at this point.
I was hoping though it was going to be the other way around. The judge was going to be like, "Are you guys fucking kidding me? Wasting my fucking time." You know it's Christmas right around the corner, right? This kid's fucking 6.
Look at him. No, I think Judge Wick. So, ma'am, I'm giving him full custody. You divorced Santa Claus?
Are you fucking
Are you
kidding
kidding
me?
me right now? You think this is better? You think this fucking loser who didn't even get his weenie whistle?
Yeah.
You think he's better than Santa? You're wrong.
Yeah, I bet he wears a sweater every
You
day of the
fucked
fucking
up.
week.
It's like, you fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So Tim Allen then watches the family eat dinner from outside the house.
Why is that always a Christmas tradition when it comes to like the sadness of the Christmas story? Someone's always outside the fucking house looking in through the window, just being like, this Christmas sucks for me.
Well, so it started in summertime movies where it was just
Ah,
a staple, and they were
David.
like, well, how can we get the Christmas feel to feel like summer?
That's exactly
And they're like-
it,
and they're
dude.
like, we got it.
Yeah,
We do that.
this is the
Yeah.
formula.
We get that real summer feel, but for Christmas time.
There we go. That's why they shot it in summer.
I'm upset that this is the last Christmas movie, and I'm not going to be able to do that joke for a little while. He watches, then he rings the doorbell. Close Talker answers, and like, you shouldn't be here, man. What are you doing? We just saw the judge, and he told you don't come see your
It
kid.
was less than an
Then
hour
you
ago.
showed up. Come on.
We just
Tim-
started eating.
And Tim Allen's like, if you don't let me in this house, I'm going to fuck you up.
No, that's literally he's like
Hands
he's,
on you.
That's all you do. And he gets in there, and Close Talker's like, do you really think you're Santa? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, he's like, this isn't. He's like, this is insane at this point.
Whatever
He's
the judge said and all this shit, but like, come on, dude. Seriously.
let's get
you
straight.
really think you're Santa? And he's like, I don't know. And then Charlie's like, fuck you mean you don't know? Of course you're Santa. He's like, you think? And he goes, yo, Close Talker, you think you know what the fuck that man is? You're going to come up here and try and tell this motherfucker who he is? You're coming here to tell him who he is? Hell nah. You ain't telling this motherfucker shit. You don't know dick about this motherfucker.
Dick.
This motherfucker right here, Santa.
And you
And Charlie's like, we really went to the North Pole, and Bernard called me sport, because Bernard knows everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and he starts, and he grabs a snow globe and tosses it to Tim Allen. He's like, you forget? Huh? You forget about this shit?
Fucking look at it.
I'm only
Look
he doesn't,
at it.
He doesn't cuss, and he's not like has a grip. But this is what he's doing.
Yeah.
These are the things he's doing. And he just tosses him. He's like, huh?
And the way he's running
you forget
around the
about that
house
bad boy?
is like he owns the house. Like he's owning the conversation.
Charlie is fucking on one right
He's
now.
in charge.
And Tim Allen's
He was
like-
taking notes
Tim
from the
Allen
elves.
looks at it and smiles and goes, "Hey, you guys give me a minute to say goodbye to Charlie." And they're
yeah.
like, "Yeah, we'll do that." Immediately,
What?
like, no, absolutely not.
After we
Absolutely
almost just
not.
fought?
He's like, "Give me a minute to say goodbye." And then Charlie's like, "I'm gonna go pack." He's like, "I don't know if you should do that." And he's like, "Of course I'm gonna." He's like, and then Bernard shows up and he's like, "Bernard, can I?" Bernard shows up. And turn your fucking phone off, dude.
Dude.
All right? God
Just
damn it.
like,
You know how unprofessional it is to get a phone call on this podcast?
do you know what we
know?
have to go through to make sure that doesn't happen on this podcast?
Airplane mode.
I mean, I answered a phone call earlier.
Yeah.
It's really, yeah, you were here for it. I answered. Yeah. We had 3 minutes where my mom was a part of this podcast. I'm a little bummed I'm missing out on that Chinese food.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty good.
Oh, it's getting Chinatown Chef on North Lake Boulevard. Best Chinese food in the business.
Now I'm thinking about
Chinese food at
Denny's.
The Gardens Mall's always been my favorite.
Oh my
That's real
god.
good too. That's real good. That's
Will
a
I have
good. You're
time?
just gonna go get a combo meal.
Yeah.
You get the lo mein and the
mein,
honey
yeah,
chicken.
yes.
Yeah,
I might
that's
go
the
after
way to
this.
go. But if you're getting like takeout, like getting like a big takeout order and you share a bunch of shit, Chinatown Chef all day. Chinatown Chef, I can't imagine you're sponsoring podcasts, but if you ever decide to get in that game, you know where to find
We'll
us.
take it to a whole nother fucking level.
Oh, everyone's gonna be eating Chinatown Chef. Mark my words. So
Everyone.
Bernard,
She walks. She's
The shitty food.
not the shade chicken, not the shade chicken.
Oh, I love
So
shitty chicken.
they kidnap Charlie, and then the police, they're having their meeting and they put up a picture and they're like, "This is who we're looking for." And it's a sketch of Tim Allen, but it's fucking Santa Claus.
No one's like, oh, is that Santa?
And they're like, so here's the thing. This guy thinks he's Santa. Like,
I'd be
he's
like, dude, he looks like
kidnapped
Santa.
the kid. He thinks he's Santa. We gotta get him. And then Charlie calls his mom. He's like, "Mom, don't worry. We're at the North Pole. I'm figuring out. We're doing some sick shit with the sleigh. We got all this going on."
badass.
And then they go to the North Pole and they end up finding Tim Allen with 1,200-year-old Judy. Is that her name, Judy?
Yeah.
And they immediately think he's having sex with a child.
Yeah.
So they arrest
He's like,
him.
no, she's 1,200. And they're like, "Oh, she's 1,200 years old, Tim Allen."
So they arrest him. They're pulling him
Yeah.
out. His fucking pants are down by his
they
ankles.
put
it's embarrassing.
they put all the kids in foster care. And turns out none of them are like, they put all the elves in foster care. None of them were 1,200 years old. Judy gets to have a normal life now.
Oh,
with
yeah, yeah,
family.
yeah.
Like they
They
saved
were-
a lot of kids that Christmas.
Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. So the elves are showing Tim Allen the sleigh, and like they made a fucking fire suit for him, which I can't imagine didn't.
So
Santa's been going in the fireplaces for all of Christmases, and they
Yeah,
waited
that
till
sounds
now.
Like
So-
a new technology.
So little goof. They called it. They said it was film retardant, but it's not.
Retarded.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's film. Yeah. So they said it's fire retarded, but what they should have said
Fire
was that.
retarded?
Yeah. Is that because the fire's a little slow.
Yeah.
But they should have said it's fire resistant because fire retardant doesn't it's not fully fire resistant. So they were trying to make it seem like, oh, he won't get burnt, but if it's fire retardant, he's still gonna get his fucking shit burnt.
Well, they just shouldn't say the R word in general.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Say
Yeah.
retard one more time.
Because it's retarded.
It can't stop a fire. What are we talking about
It
here?
doesn't understand. Oh my God. I can't finish half this shit sometimes.
So now it's Santa's going. It's showing like police are arresting mall Santas. Tim Allen's going out getting his shit ready.
They're profiling Santas across town.
Oh yeah, it's bad. They're
Oh, my
fucking
God.
killing some of them. It's wild.
Freeze.
Tim Allen kept asking, "What if I fall off the roof?" And no one was giving him an answer. And then he gets up to where the reindeer are, and Comet gives him has a rope for him. Comet made it.
Ah,
He's like, "Oh, Comet, thank you." And then
fucking facial expressions of stupid ass Comet. Fucking
Yeah.
hate it.
fuck Comet. All right,
God, dumb.
better than
fucking
Rudolph
reindeer.
though.
Yeah.
Tim Allen and Charlie take off to nowhere near the pageantry of Polar Express.
Oh my God.
Brian, you need to watch Polar. It's a billion elves. There's kids there. They're going fucking bananas for Santa coming out to get on the sleigh. Like the elves are going. It's like the fucking. It's like the Beatles on Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
Like they're going crazy. They're trying to get at him. It's the
Yes.
best. It is
There's-
fucking insane.
There wasn't one elf that I saw do a somersault in this movie, and it just speaks
This
to
movie-
the different dynamic between the elves and Santa.
Yeah.
The elves run the show in this
In this
movie.
one, that one, they are Santa's beloved.
They kiss the ground that he walks
Yeah.
on.
That's kind of how I pictured it more as being more Polar Express, where Santa is the man in charge. Here it seems like
Not where
it's kinda
Bernard is
working for him.
fucking- Bernard's
where he's, like,
running
the
shit.
show. He's
Yeah.
like, I've been here for 1,400 years. You're like my 10th Santa.
Yeah, you'll go fuck yourself.
Ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
You ain't even special. So they take off. They at the police station. They show Mom a lineup of Santas. None of them are Tim Allen.
None of
One of
them.
them is black, though. My dad pointed that out.
I love Bob. I love Bob so much.
That's,
Yeah, black.
No, it's a black Santa.
Number 3's black. It's obviously not him.
oh, why? Because he's black? Is that it?
Yeah, Tim Allen isn't black.
No, yeah.
Right? You couldn't. Yeah, she'd be like, "Well, why'd you even put number 3 in there?"
that's what I'm saying.
Also, none of them have real beards. She's like, "Officer, I don't think you understand. He doesn't have a fake beard on. It's a real beard. So, like, none of this is helping.
Yeah.
You're just showing people with fake beards. Yeah, they're fucking buffoons." Charlie shows them some new shit. I kind of didn't really pay attention to this part.
Yeah.
But one of them is he calls it a fucking CD. There's a radio that connects in the hat.
Yeah.
Direct line to Judy, and she's just talking sexy to him all the time. He's like, I want to hear something sexy in my ear tonight. And then he has CDs, and he's like CD, and he says it's a cookie dispenser, and it also dispenses some hot. Oh, we got it. Hot. Yeah, we got it. Hot. So
Yeah, it does.
they got a hot dispenser.
Yeah.
Cocoa. Yeah.
Oh, God, I love it. Hot.
Cookies and hot. The cookie looked off. They could have made a real cookie for this.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
It was clearly looked like a squeak toy.
Yeah.
Like a squeak toy.
And it looked
cookie.
like it was sugar. Like a fake sugar.
Oh no, it was
cookie.
chocolate chip all day. It just looked shitty.
Oh.
Didn't look like a cookie.
I didn't see the chips. The chocolate chips.
You gotta look closer, all right?
I guess I did.
All right. Did you see the sugar?
Maybe.
Huh?
Yeah, I did. That's why I was like, oh my God, it looks so sugary.
So they go to the first house, and it's the little girl that Tim Allen did mouth stuff to the first year, and she
she's
kind of
fully
comes
aware.
in.
She
She's right
remembers.
there, and he just looks at her and he goes, "You get your period yet?"
Oh my God.
And she like scared shakes her head no, and he goes, "All right, but next year, I'm tapping that ass no matter what. All right."
Jesus fucking
and
Christ.
then proceeds to do mouth stuff on her again, and then he and she while he's doing it, she's just like silently weeping. She knows not to make noise because Tim Allen threatened her life last time, right? It's understandable, right? She knows, right? Because she knows if she cries out loud that it's not going to end well for her.
And this is where I'm like, Jesus.
No, it's not going to end well. Yeah. So she just kind of silently weeps while he does what he does. But you're not like, fuck her. Honestly, he's doing mouth stuff on her. He's not making her suck his dick. He's
God.
he's pleasing her. And he's like, you haven't had your period yet. I don't want to do too much too soon. You got one more year. And then I'm tapping that ass. I'm tearing that ass up.
And that's the reason why Tim Allen signed on to this movie.
Absolutely. That's the reason anyone would, you know? Name one actor who wouldn't want to do that role. You can't.
I know Tom Hanks wouldn't have turned it down.
No fucking way would Tom Hanks turn that shit
You saw
down.
what he did on Polar Express?
Dude, did I ever?
God, he just fed those kids to the wolves.
So
Didn't even try to save them.
Didn't. He's just like, have at him.
Yeah.
I'm over this shit. I'm gonna go drink some hot. Charlie wants to go to Mom and Close Talker's house, and Tim Allen doesn't see any issue with that. He's like, let's go there next. I made him something. Tim Allen is, sure, he's fucking Santa, but he's an adult.
Yeah.
He knows he wasn't supposed to leave with the kid and that they weren't just going to be cool with him doing it. They probably called the police. And even if they didn't, they're fucking ready to go to war when he shows up there. You go, you know what? We're not going to go to their house. And you can bring it there in the morning when I drop you off there, but I live on the North Pole now, all right?
Goddamn right.
Yeah. That's how that has been. Instead, he goes there, and the cops are fucking obviously waiting for him and arrest him immediately.
Yeah.
They arrest him in front of kids and like fucking walk him out, like with fucking pants around his ankles, like Bray was talking about, in front of all the neighborhood kids, and you're like, "What are you doing to Santa? Let Santa go!"
Well, and this
Then they
is
arrest him.
crazy because as they're arresting him, all the kids they come together and they just start killing the cops.
Yeah,
because they can't
They just start
stand.
stabbing them. Cops start shooting kids,
And they're like telling Santa, like, "Run, Santa, run!"
they're mowing, and he tries to run, and they tackle him. He doesn't get far, and a lot of kids die.
Yeah, it was graphic.
But it was like the kids knew they were gonna fail, but it was the idea that they were willing to put their lives on the line for Santa.
Exactly, and that's
That's
what
what this movie's all about.
That's true
really
holiday
Christmas
spirit. Did we both just say that at the same time?
Yeah, look at
that's holiday spirit.
So they arrest Tim Allen. They just leave with Tim Allen. There's no Charlie, and Close Talker just goes, "I'm sure Charlie's fine."
Yeah.
Charlie is dead in this scenario.
Yeah,
They're more fixated on getting Santa Claus in jail than they are saving their own child.
Yeah, like he's like, I'm sure Charlie's fine. He'll turn up.
yeah.
No, Tim Allen showed up without Charlie. Tim Allen killed Charlie and was coming back to kill you guys.
It just shows the vendetta that this guy's got just because he made a comment about his fucking sweater.
Exactly.
Like the guy is just
The kid means nothing to him.
yeah.
Kid means fucking nothing to him.
Yeah, but you're gonna insult me in front of your ex-wife? How dare you?
In front of my bitch?
Yeah. Nah. Christmas Eve?
Mine.
I love this sweater.
I think now, it's a good time. Good time to take a break.
Yeah.
For editing purposes and just because, like,
Go get yourself a nice
don't do whatever Braden's going to say, all right? Don't listen to Braden. Hot.
hot Joe. You gotta get some hot Joe.
Get some hot. Go get some hot Joe. You're right.
If you know Joe, go get some hot from him. We'll be
All right,
back.
stick around. We'll be right back. And we're back.
We are back.
Something you want to say to Derek Cheater?
Hey, Derek Jeter, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So they find out Judy's sexy little voice was going through the headset thing, and she wasn't getting any word from Santa. So she's like, I don't know, something's bad. Santa's somewhere.
Yeah, there's
And then
no
a guy-
way Santa wouldn't answer me when I'm doing a little sexy talk.
Yeah, Santa. I know what Santa like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know what he like. I know what he don't. This he like. All right, Daddy like. And then one elf just goes, "It's time to deploy the ELFS." And I'm like, all right, let's see what that's all about. And Bernard rings a bell, and the effective liberating flight squad comes out, and they run, and they just fly out of there.
Yeah, there's
They're doing front flips and flying out.
they're the only elves that are competing with the elves from the Polar Express, and like even have a chance.
Yeah.
Like if you were to put
For
them in
sure.
the same room to fight to the death, at least they would maybe.
Oh,
have
they would fuck those elves up.
Yeah.
These ones?
Yeah.
They're my worst nightmare.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
They fly out of there, and then we see a detective playing hardball with Tim Allen. He's like, "You give me your fucking name. I know your name is Scott Calvin. You give me your name." He's like, "I'm gonna say name, and you're gonna say Scott Calvin. Name," and he goes,
Santa.
"No,
Oh.
it's Kris Kringle."
Ah.
And then he says, Sinterklaas. And then says a bunch of other ways to say Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's all right, we get it. That's funny. That's funny. He's playing real hardball with, yeah. She was like, I want my fucking lawyer, you pig.
my phone call.
Put
Yeah.
my socks on first, pig. Yo, who's your boss, all right?
Who's your boss?
The elves fly onto the roof, and they get Charlie to go get Tim Allen out of jail.
And they just do it effortlessly.
Yeah,
like
it's
it was
nothing.
Oh yeah.
It was too easy.
There's this dingus cop working at the front. He's eating donuts.
They show up and they walk in and they're
Yeah,
like,
there's one cop.
"We're here to see Santa." And he's like, "Well, visiting hours are over." And Charlie's like, "I want to see my dad." And he's like, "Oh, you're the fucking kid we're looking for.
And then they just cut.
Who are all you kids?"
And they cut, and there's just 4 elves surrounding him. And he's like, oh, shit.
He's like,
You guys
"Who's you
are fast.
kids?" And the one elf says, "We're your worst nightmare. Elves with attitude." And then they don't do anything that crazy. They just they like tie him to his desk chair.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
Underwhelming. Underwhelming.
Yeah.
I was like, when he said it, I like put my phone down. I was like, all right, no notes. I want to watch this.
Elves
And
with
then really
attitude.
nothing. It goes elves with attitude, and I'm like, oh shit.
It'd been
All right,
great if
let's
they
see what
just
happens.
fucking took his gun, shot him in the face.
Would have been better if they tried this shit and he just started fucking them up.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm a grown man.
His own chair. And just
Starts fucking them up.
This ain't the North Pole, motherfucker.
They used tinsel to cut the lock and get Tim Allen out of jail. I don't know.
It was
very
stupid.
quick. Tim Allen brings Charlie home, and Charlie's like, he drops the presents off. He's like, all right, let's go. He's like, and like the mom and Scott are there. He's like, I got presents. Put it here. Dad and I are going back out. And he's like, no, I think you should stay. And mom's like, what? Like, she's excited that he said it. He's like, I think you should spend, Christmas Eve with you. What do you think? He's like, we're family. You need to spend time with them too. And the kid's crying. He's like, I'm gonna miss you. Mom is fucking wet right now.
Oh, dude.
She's like, this is all I've ever wanted from him. I just wanted him to let my son spend time with me. That is all I needed.
Just once for him to be wrong and for me to be right. I'll get back with you now.
Yeah, she's
I'll leave this dude. Now that you have...
well. That's she's like, just wait here for a minute. I got something for you. And she leaves, or not yet. He gives him a hug. He's like, I love you, Santa Claus. He's like, I love you too, Charlie. And then he looks at ex-wife and goes, Laura, what do you think? Will you spend Christmas Eve with him? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I am. I gotta go get you something.
Oh, my God.
And then she runs. Fucking what's his name's baffled.
Oh, yeah.
Close talker's like, what is going on right now? And then he looks like, oh my God, are you really Santa?
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
Oh, my God.
eyes are
Because,
open.
well, it's so...
Santa
because
Claus?
he says, he doesn't say Santa at first. He says Tim Allen's name. He's like, Tim? And he goes, yes, Nathan, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. Tim Allen from Home Improvement?
Yes.
In my house? Oh my God.
Dogs?
But then just says his name again to him, and he's like, and that's all it took. Just saying his name twice, and on the second time, he's like, Santa?
He's finally got that Christmas spirit.
That's all it took?
Well, he just watched The Sandlot.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, man, I'm in the Christmas spirit now.
yeah, because it's a summer movie, but
But like Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah. Mom burns the custody papers. All she needed was Tim Allen to bring the kid back and say, I want him to spend Christmas Eve with you. She's like, fucking.
That just shows how crazy.
I also
women are.
I also don't know. I don't like the judge signed it. It's not like
Yeah, there's copies of that shit.
yeah, it's got to be filed somewhere. It's not just she has it.
Yeah, this is like part of the
means
state.
nothing.
It's not
I
like-
hope like the next day he's like, I'm gonna take Charlie, and she's like, well, according to the courts, you don't have any guardianship over him.
Yeah.
a
see-
restraining order, and you shouldn't be within 400
Yeah,
feet
so
of
the
his house.
police will be here.
Yeah.
You can leave. Bernard shows up and tells Charlie, he's like, I'm gonna miss my dad, Bernard. And he's like, what do you mean? You just gotta shake the ball, and your dad will be there
No good, yeah.
anytime. And he's like, really?
Just
He's
shake
like,
the
"Yeah."
ball?
He then compliments Close Talker's sweater.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of sweater jabs.
And Close
And
Talker, I think Bernard was serious.
Yeah,
I think Bernard really liked
He's
it.
like, oh, did we make this?
He's like looking at the tag. He's like, oh, it's fucking this is
fucking
nice.
from China. God damn it. Fucking Chinese just making everything now. Because he checked out the tag. And he's like, this is not from the North Pole? I really like it.
Close Talker's like, you seeing this shit? He is sucking us into his delusions. And the wife goes, hey, just relax. I'll explain it to you later. What is she explaining later?
Yeah.
She ain't explaining shit.
Yeah.
Bernard then disappears.
He literally just like Infinity Stone
Yeah.
vanishes.
And Close Talker's like, what the fuck's happening, man?
Jesus.
He just walks away. He's like, I can't handle this.
He's making a sandwich. Bernard's about to eat a sandwich.
Oh, and he grabs the sandwich from him.
And then he looks over and he looks back, and then he's gone.
Gone.
The sandwich in his hand.
It's fucking smart.
Police are on the scene. They got rifles and shit. Mom comes out and tells them, she's like, "It's all good.
Don't shoot.
It's all. We're all good." And they fucking storm the house, and they shoot him like 40 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, as he's like, "Is this your Santa Claus?" They drag his bloody body out in the street, and they just drop. He's like, "Is this your Santa?" Santa's dead, baby. Christmas is over.
Yeah. And everyone sees it. The whole
Kids
town.
are crying. It's crazy.
Christmas is ruined.
Tim Allen then like flies by real slow in the sleigh with the thing. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Santa!" Like he's just kind of
Jesus.
floating there. And he says, "Goodbye, Charlie. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And then he kind of flies, but not really. Close Talker apologizes to Charlie. And Charlie's like, "It's all right. You just have been denying your inner child." And he goes, "You're going to make a great psychiatrist one day." And Charlie goes, "You know what?
Boom.
I think I'm going to join the family business instead." And he just looks up at Tim Allen. He's like, "I'm going to be Santa one day."
Yeah, I'm going to have to kill my fucking father.
I'm gonna go to be Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That's my career path.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a fucking psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Tim Allen then drops down a soccer ball for Charlie, a mystery dating game for his wife, or his ex-wife, and a weenie whistle for the Close Talker.
Aw.
Oscar Mayer weenie whistle.
And then the Close Talker blows the whistle, and some, but not all, of the kids, like, run away. But not, like, scared run away. Like, they're running, like, back to their house, like, it's exciting. I don't know why. Just have everyone do it, or have no one do it.
Yeah.
I think they were elves. The kids were elves.
Oh, were they
Yeah,
elves?
because they had little ears.
Oh, shit!
It didn't make sense because they were among the children. Like, oh shit, what's going on at the?
The weenie
Freaking
whistle
Calvin house.
controls the elves.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, Merry Christmas. That's
And
that's
a
as
Happy
good of a gift as
New
we're gonna
Year.
get. So
Yeah. So Neil got his kid whistle. And
Because who doesn't like a kid whistle at the age of 40? I'd be tooting that thing.
So Charlie's shaking the globe in front of the house, and he's complaining that it's not working. Where's my dad? And then Tim Allen just shows up. Takes Charlie on a quick ride. Yeah. Back on the sleigh.
It does work. The
he's
globe.
also like, "I was gone 10 minutes ago, Charlie. Come on."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the fuck, dude? I just started. I was about to make my way to Chicago.
Back to Chicago, and then he's like, and the mom's like, "Yeah, just a quick one, and not over any oceans." Like, Santa's got to go over oceans.
Come on, bro. How do you think? How do you think we
Santa.
travel?
And by the way, be concerned about other things, okay, lady.
Yeah, like diabetes, because your kid's gonna make too many cookies on Santa's sleigh.
You tell him.
Thanks.
And then Tim Allen just doesn't answer, and then the movie just sort of ends. Just like, sleigh ride out.
That's how you do it in
And that's
style.
the Santa
though.
Claus.
Yeah, you fucking do it in style.
Tim Allen, I went with the 6'2", I believe. You
Nice.
rated lower,
5'7".
5'7".
6'5". I rated it the
Yeah.
highest.
Yeah. Just like a classic Christmas movie. A lot of like missing parts and
I really feel
adult
like
jokes.
like
Those are fun.
I feel like if Disney didn't get involved, it probably would have even been better. Like if Tim Allen's still part of it and everything, but Disney's not like, hey, we need to rewrite some of this shit and get rid of some of these jokes. And like, I mean, how great would it have been to see Tim Allen run outside, get startled, and shoot Santa with a fucking shotgun?
Yeah.
Watch him
would've been
bleed to
scary.
death.
Would have been scary. Would have been sad. I would have hated it.
And there's so many more apparent adult jokes that they had to get rid of because Disney's like, oh, we don't want to.
If Disney didn't get involved, but here's the thing: if Disney didn't get involved, this would have been a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, you don't got the budget.
It would have been funny, but they wouldn't have made 2 and 3, and they wouldn't have a series, and
Tim.
they wouldn't be making hundreds of millions of dollars off of it.
Yeah, you're right.
This bought Tim a house and probably an airplane and
Oh, this bought Tim Allen whatever the fuck he
but
wanted.
He does kill Santa Claus, and they don't really address that. And all the elves act like it's kind of normal.
They're just like, whatever. Here's new Santa.
Big
Yeah.
gaps in the storyline, but classic Christmas movie.
Guys, that's the Santa Claus. Stick around, because we got exciting things coming.
Oh my God.
And we're back. Hi. Brian, what were you saying to Derek Jeter before we started rolling?
Oh, I was saying that Derek Jeter should go fuck himself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself,
That
Derek
is what
Jeter.
you were saying. Yeah.
So, I mean, the Santa Claus
Wow.
About as Christmassy as you can get. But there's one movie that's more Christmassy. Brian, what movie is that?
Is it The Nutty Professor?
It's The Nutty Professor, guys. Name one movie more Christmassy. Name one.
I can't.
Name one. You can't.
Yeah.
Nobody can, guys. It's as Christmassy. It's as summery. It's good for all seasons. It's good for all holidays. Greatest movie of all time, Nutty Professor. Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know what movie isn't Christmassy? I don't think. I Googled New Year's movies, and this one came up, so it's what we're doing. We're sticking with Disney, guys. We're not going anywhere. We're doing High School Musical. I knew Braid wasn't going to be happy about this. Braid's like, you got to pick. Maybe we should do a New Year's movie. I don't know. And I Google.
We're sorry.
Oh, dude.
I can't wait to sing.
David's going to be singing all fucking episode.
Guys, do you want to watch High School Musical before we do a podcast on High School Musical? Should they?
Yeah.
You should watch High School Musical before we do a podcast on High School Musical. Here's where you can watch High School Musical before we do a podcast on High School Musical. It's available on Disney Plus with a subscription. Or you can rent it on Amazon Prime for $3.99. Or YouTube or Google Play for $5.99.
Look at
if
that.
If you choose that route, you're a fucking psycho. All right, pay for a Disney Plus subscription before you go pay $5.99 to rent it from YouTube. That's insane.
Probably the same cost.
It probably is. So, guys, High School Musical, that's what we're doing next week.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm excited.
You feel horny, so you're going to get
That's
to
exactly.
see a bunch of high school
Zac
kids.
Efron's young. Yeah.
Vanessa.
I feel like they were 18. I hope they were. Because I'm
gotta be.
going to be...
I'm gonna check that prior.
So, Brian, we're sticking with the holiday season, you know, like we did Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, so it was my pick. We did whatever the fuck
Polar
we did last week.
Express.
Polar Express, because it was Braden's pick.
All aboard.
But how did you tell us to do the Santa Claus? Other than, like, if I didn't call you and say, hey, just pick a Christmas movie, how would you have told us to do the Santa Claus? You know, like, if you have a movie you want the 5, 6 Kings to do, what do you do? How do you tell us to do it?
I think I'd go to your website or I'd email you.
Just website.
Just the website?
We'd get the email.
Okay, and then I'd send the email.
Wait, we have a website?
Yeah.
What?
What's it called?
It's www.56kings.com.
Hold on. So you mean FIVESIXKING.com?
Wait a minute. That was my letter. S. There's a fucking S at the end. Don't fucking forget it.
Guys, go to 56kings.com. Go, there's a Smith Ideas tab. You click it. You put your idea. You say your name. You say the movie. Like Walking Tall. Maybe you make up a name. Maybe you say you're Corbin Finlayson and you want us to do Walking Tall with The Rock. And we're like, wow, Corbin went to the website and did this. I've never seen Corbin put this much effort into anything in my life. We got to do Walking Tall. And then we find out that it's someone else pretending to be Corbin. But you do that, and then you put, you know, do you want Braden taking the notes and bringing us through the episode? Which, by the way, I listened to Polar Express. Fucking nailed it.
Oh,
No,
thanks,
one of my favorite episodes we've done. Listening to it.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, like it took this kid a year and a half to feel comfortable on the stick, feel comfortable just opening up, letting loose.
Yeah, I was gonna say two episodes of learning how to take some notes. I was
Yeah, it was
David
picture
showed me
perfect.
the notes. I was like, what am I doing? I'm going way too gung ho with the notes.
Yeah, picture perfect episode. Loved it.
Oh, thanks.
But you let us know which one you want doing it, and you know, if we agree, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Guys, it's 56kings.com, your one-stop shop for all things 56 Kings. Now, before we go, I wanna just thank my dear friend and guest host Brian Pearson.
Yeah, without Brian,
For
I don't
coming
know
on.
if we ever could have done this.
Yeah.
He's been our biggest supporter for sure. I mean, the only
Probably.
competition is David.
and I got two brothers who would be
Oh,
would be
yeah.
upset. Mike and B would be very upset.
You do shout out.
Very
Mike and
upset
B a
if we
lot.
just rolled past that and I did not mention them.
Yeah.
It would be a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Does not on this Christmas season does not go unnoticed. All the people who support the show.
We love you guys.
We love having you on, man. I'm glad you listen. Glad you wanted to come on. Glad you texted me and you were like, "Hey, can I fucking
And-
like I want to be a part of this week's episode." I'm like,
And-
yeah.
this couch just feels so much better.
It does.
With
It
this,
feels,
with Brian here,
yeah.
it's just like
nice tight knit. We could be drinking some hot.
Yeah, I knew there was something missing between us.
There we go. But Braden, other than this week, because I think we're gonna release this early.
Yeah.
We'll probably release this like Friday. So we're not. Yeah.
Little,
So it's
little Christmas special for you guys.
But when will episodes of 5-6 Kings come out?
You know, every motherfucking Monday,
Unless they don't.
unless they don't.
Yeah, guys. It's every motherfucking Monday, but like sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? It's what we've been saying since the beginning. And motherfuckers like Ken Sawyer, another great supporter of the show. Ken Sawyer. Motherfuckers like him are like, I thought it was every motherfucking Monday. Unless it isn't.
Come on.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. Fuck anyone who doesn't celebrate Christmas. Brian, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bring it in.
Yeah. And
We'll see y'all next week.
peace out. Peace out.
Peace out.
Whoa! County.